Last time on Wild West Reckoning, the Spirit Chasers, after attempting to teleport home to, well, not really home, but back to New Neanzaru, found themselves strangely transported back in time to the day and locale of the vision that Wilfred had experienced after touching the staff that they had recently claimed from the labyrinth. They then met with the rulers of this city of beginnings, the Seven. Some interesting folk who at first were not willing to divulge any sort of information. But as one-sided conversations progressed, both groups inside of one, within proximity of one another, not inside of one another, geez.
Orgy.
It was then that finally one of the Spirit Chasers revealed that something bad was about to happen. And then he arose. A corrupted archangel by the name of Barkiel. The Seven took to the ziggurat and began casting a powerful spell as the Spirit Chasers defended, along with two of their members that didn't specialize in magic. The battle was fearsome, but in the end they managed to fell, truly fell, one of the archangels. The ritual was complete, and time shifted back to where it should have been, back to 1869, and some other stuff. But later on that night, Aaron unveiled a new beautiful spell and a custom domicile for everyone to stay in. And I believe that's where we're going to pick it up. You all were watching, what was the movie? Back to the Future, right? You had them watch Back to the Future?
Yeah, Back to the Future. Yeah, so they could finally know why I was having the existential crisis when they first met me.
Okay. So, after a very interesting movie night.
What is uranium?
It's a
uranium.
glowing green rock that makes you sterile.
Oh. But it's can be used to make a bomb?
Uranium's been discovered
Yeah, but as a bomb?
as a power
When
source.
Uranium was discovered in the 1700s.
It's a hot rock.
But
Yeah, it's a hot rock.
But the doctor there said he was conscripted by those Bolivians to make it into a bomb. So it can be turned into a bomb?
It sounded like he
Yeah, I
was
mean it's
talking out
it's
of
like
his butt.
Probably not.
I mean it can. It's not the best option.
What is do you know what's required for that?
Uranium.
Yeah, I get that,
reckon.
but do you know what requires for uranium to be a bomb? Do you just put like gunpowder?
More uranium.
Do you smash it or what?
No, just more uranium. It's fine.
Okay.
So if you, it's this kind of material that you put enough of it together, it just explodes.
Look, when you put enough like wheat or whatever in the barn and it's still wet, how sometimes it'll just catch fire.
No.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, that's happened
Yeah.
a few times outside of Austin.
Jarvis, you couldn't handle a helmet that made you read minds. I don't think we should be going down uranium. Think that's just not a good idea.
No, it's more so I'm just trying to comprehend the concept. This is new to me. I don't.
Hey, don't get any ideas.
Studied.
I think you're thinking
Rock.
about a very not important part of the movie.
Yeah, I like how Jarvis's takeaway of Back to the Future is uranium bombs.
I mean, it is how you end a war. You just need two of them.
Well, it's also because the time travel mechanic, all that weird. Also, cars. What's our cars?
Yeah, we went
Silly.
over
I ain't
this
sold on that
at the
one.
start of the film. Aaron said they replaced carriages.
Well, yeah, so you had carriages, and then you had horseless carriages, and then they just stopped calling them horseless carriages and called them cars.
And you
'Cause
said
it's
he-
short.
part.
and the doc explained he could get the car to fly with science or what? Or
No, he doesn't
I
say
mean-
anything about flying in the movie.
Well, we got flying
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
In the final scene, it flies, but he doesn't say anything about it flying.
It's confusing me.
But the car didn't fly until the second movie.
No, it flies
Yeah,
in
it
the very final scene, right before the credits. It's like where we're going, we don't need
We don't need
roads.
roads.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll watch that movie again.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched it.
For a while.
It's been a while.
What was that? The kid had an interesting device. It played music. I feel like that would put Aaron out of work.
Anything it would put Aaron on the map.
I push a button on the side of the couch, and the stereo starts playing.
Oh, what the fuck?
See, if anything,
It plays Diggy Diggy Hole.
Ooh.
It-
See,
Your version, I'm assuming.
even if you
The what?
Are those? Did you modify like? I'm trying to think of a way to have Jarvis comprehend what he's experiencing, because telegraph.
It's Magic Mouth.
Yeah, but it's not the same, is it? Is it? I don't know.
There's
Also,
so much
like-
background.
What? It's
What?
when did the phonograph exist, right? No, phonograph does not exist.
No.
No,
The
no.
only thing I think is the
Telegraph does. Yeah.
And yeah, telegraph does, yeah, for sure. I mean,
When was handbell?
When was what?
The creator of the telephone.
Alexander Graham Bell?
Yeah, the
Oh,
telephone
Graham
hasn't been
Bell.
invaded yet.
Graham
Yet.
Bell.
no, you have the telegraph.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah,
It's
Alexander
actually
Graham Bell.
Alexander Clamshell.
You said it right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Alexander Clamshell. I'm
47.
sorry.
Yeah.
So, if he was 47, then we should have. But no, he was born 47.
Born in 47.
And
And-
that's
and
after the
everyone
divergence.
and everyone knows that geniuses don't peak until they're like in their 40s to 50s. Then they start inventing the crazy shit. They got to go through life first.
Well, unless they're
Tell that to Mozart.
Mozart.
He didn't even make it to his
Isaac
40s.
Yeah, unless there are a lot of them.
Quality of life was different back then.
The phones exist right now. So, that's still weird. It sounds like
They had
it'd be
preventable
like
disease and
the
shit. Life goes
siren
fast.
produced- non-siren noises.
Anyways, thanks for the moving picture show, Aaron. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go throw up or something.
You do that in the toilet.
Speaking of which, toilet, best thing. I can't wait for it to exist proper.
Yeah, I mean that's why we're putting
That's why
plumbing
we're
in
putting
our
indoor
yeah.
plumbing in our house.
Yes, that's what you have to look forward to when our house is finished.
But oh, the day when indoor plumbing can exist literally anywhere.
Well, it's not like indoor plumbing was already invented at this point.
Not in the
I
way
mean,
that
Neanzaro canonically has plumbing.
Oh, do they really?
Well, Port Neanzaro did because it rained all the time. I'm assuming it still rains all the time there. They have like
Yeah.
fountains that work. They have hydroelectric power technically because it rains so much and there's hills. So they collect the rain for plumbing stuff, and then they also have, like the storm drains in the road. They go down to power wheels that move things in some of the
Oh.
richer houses, like the Merchant Prince villas.
Okay.
And then they also use brontosauruses as cranes.
They do, and what's the spiny ones? They use those to hold the pastries at the bakery.
Well,
Stegosaurus?
regardless, still awesome.
But yeah, so as you finish the movie, discuss things about it, take in the rooms that Aaron made for you, you all eventually drift off to sleep. And the next day would arrive. I believe at this point, let me see. Now we're in December. I think this is. Fuck, what was the last date I posted? That's right, I stopped pinning them because if I pin them and just edit the one pin, then we'll. Oh, it's Friday. It is Friday, December 24th.
All right, let's go speak to the woman and be sent back to the material plane so we can go back to the answer.
That's a good idea.
There's an omelet bar in the dining room today.
The
I could just
fuck
add
is
more
almond milk?
bacon.
There is not almond milk.
That's one to say. No, it's
That's where Aaron puts his foot down.
Ooh, and Jarvis learned he is lactose intolerant. I'm joking, of course.
Imagine being lactose intolerant in the 1800s.
I mean, a majority
Oh,
of
must-
humans are lactose intolerant.
Many
Imagine
cases.
being
Sounds like a
human.
skill issue.
It's a genetic issue, actually.
Just get better genes.
Yeah, go to
Well-
the jean store, put a new pair on. Nice pair of
Well, I-
Lee jeans.
Just start using spells to manipulate your
Uh,
genes.
It's Christmas Eve.
It is Christmas
shit,
Eve.
it is? Well then, let's get to going.
Jarvo, can you make my statue quick before we go?
Right, let me make sure I have that spell prepared.
Yeah, you're technically coming off the rest, so yeah, you could prepare it.
Yeah. Yep. Can I have the materials?
Yeah, I'll hand you the marble. What was
The
it? I
marble
think I
gems.
kept saying marble, but it might have been ivory.
Yeah, it's ivory and gemstones.
Okay.
Ivory.
So the cool thing with fabricate is if you want to do more complex designs, you need to be proficient.
Yeah, we know how
Oh, I-
fabricate works.
I'm just gonna use my my magical item, the
All-purpose
to
tool.
give my
All-purpose.
all-purpose tool to give my proficiency in stone working. And cast fabricate.
And you break the ivory because ivory's not stone now.
Is it
You
ivory
need
stone or
scrimshaw
the-
tools.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that. Where are your scrimshaw tools?
Yeah, idiot.
Get
Fucking scrimshaw tools.
Fucking
Okay.
idiot.
That's
You don't know how to
fine.
make meerschaum pipes.
I think of ivory white stone when I hear it, and not.
No, that would be marble. But it comes in a variety of colors. Does it? No.
But it's so
That's
it's ivory
granite.
bone,
Yeah,
correct.
well, marble also.
But it's ivory bone, correct.
Is it really bone?
Ivory's bone adjacent.
It's
Bone
it's
adjacent.
These are the important things that we need to worry about.
Regardless, I gained the proper tool proficiency to
Yeah.
work on it.
Denton.
Oh, so same kind of material as our fingernails.
Keratin.
That's keratin.
Okay.
Dentin is teeth.
Oh, okay.
Well, the main part of teeth.
And
Yeah, I mean it is a
I basically just kind of hold them together as my eyes flash with energy. As I kind of like crumple together like Play-Doh, then release my hands as they begin to reconfigure in the space before me, because the spell takes 10 minutes.
Alrighty. Jarvis plays with Play-Doh for 10 minutes, and
And
your statue is complete.
I think he got his nose wrong.
it's
Yeah, I feel
literally
like-
his nose. I used his face as a fucking mirror.
I feel like my
Yeah,
Well, that's
butt
the
looks
his
problem.
nose is not that big.
It's a 1-for-1! Well, technically, no,
Eh,
it's scaled down, but it's an exact duplicate of
I
his
probably
face.
agree,
get
Mr.
you're
Hime.
missing one of his freckles.
It's hard to see.
You put the part in his hair on the wrong side.
He did say he mirrored it.
So, if anything, he hasn't brushed his hair yet. Or brushed it in the direction that we're familiar with.
You're just
Regardless,
making
it's
excuses, Jarvis.
Perhaps this
No,
looks.
it's exact likeness. It will work for whatever spell you have in mind. Which is, what spell are you doing this for anyway?
your artificer mind couldn't comprehend the powerful magic that I am brewing.
Try me.
I'm not telling you.
You'll never tell.
Please.
Pretty please.
Pretty please.
Yeah, it's just contingency.
Oh! Oh! Oh, I love that. I heard about that spell.
He's going full
Heard of
Batman
that.
on us.
Do you need any spells to combine that with?
Maybe
I don't know if I
could
can use. I don't know if I can use other people.
I think it needs
Oh,
to be a spell that you can cast that's a 5th level
Yeah.
or lower.
Yeah, I don't think I can just take one of yours.
Well, maybe we can work.
I mean, we can make scrolls.
Yeah,
if
choose
they're-
a spell 5th level or lower that you can cast.
Damn. So we can't put.
I don't think.
I don't think you
Scrolls
can.
work
Well, you probably
Yeah,
can
scrolls have a
use
different-
contingency, but
I mean, I imagine a scroll of a spell that is on your spell list would work.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I mean,
was
if
just gonna
the-
do.
But at that point, just
When
put
I
it in your
see the
spell
word-
book, then do it.
I was just
True.
gonna say the word "get greased" and then grease shoots out of my hands, but
it's proper
Interesting.
usage.
Well,
of
I
the-
mean, is there any other use for it besides that? I don't think so.
this first one that came to mind. I'll workshop it.
Oh, you could do it.
I think that's the best use.
being a wizard is a hell of a thing.
Imagine if you could upcast Grease. Wait, can you upcast Grease?
You can, it does nothing.
5th level Grease.
Cast it with extra
I-
gusto, extra
It does-
versions.
Almost nothing.
Oh yeah, it makes it harder,
harder
to
to
spell.
spell.
Yeah, and counter spell. So you could cast Grease at 10th level if you had the right features.
Absurd.
Anyway,
Yeah, you could upcast Grease to make it affect the Rakshas.
that would be hilarious to see happen to a Rakshasa.
Rakshasa just sees the grease, is like, really? This is not going to affect me. Steps on it and slips.
Flips, dies immediately.
Yeah, little known fact: Grease is actually incredibly toxic to Rakshasa.
Then we just give Aaron the. Not actually, yeah, technically. Actually, what alignment is Aaron?
Wouldn't you
wanna
like to know, Weather Boy?
At the point. Then I'll go back to what I was gonna say originally.
Definitely a chaotic alignment.
I was
We're
gonna say,
all
well,
we're all lawful good, right, guys?
well, I was
right?
gonna say,
Wilford
For
is.
sure.
if memory serves correctly, good people damage Rakshasas more. with piercing weapons.
I don't think that's a thing in 5e.
It is.
is.
No, it is. They're
It
vulnerable
is.
to piercing from magic weapons wielded by good creatures. It has
What
to be a
the-
magic weapon that does piercing wielded by a good creature, and they're vulnerable.
That's crazy.
That is such a
Weird.
specific thing. That's so niche.
It is. It is the most specific vulnerability resistance in 5e.
Anywho, let's get the fuck out of here.
Please.
Should we try my teleport again, or you want to? Well, if we use my teleport, we don't have to worry about going through
No.
the merchant prince's house.
It's an option.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. Let's try it again.
It should work this time.
It was
I wonder if
supposed to work.
Jude's still alive.
You can go
Well,
ask.
we did a pretty good
Yeah,
job.
I do want to
so-
go ask about that before we leave.
I mean, I could send him.
Really?
Oh, you could. You know, maybe get back to the real world first.
Yeah, make it easier.
Isn't it harder?
Yeah, there's a 5% chance that it won't work if he's alive. If he's dead,
Oddly
100%
specific.
chance it won't work.
Ooh, who's got a drink?
Alrighty.
Good.
So you step outside of the magnificent mansion and
Last spell.
cast your spell. Just post it again real quick.
We're not casting anything yet. We're going to the one of the 7 to
Oh.
be sent back to the material plane.
Oh, I thought you were.
Well, there's only 1-7 here.
Yeah, one of the 7.
I thought. Okay, my misunderstanding.
Because we're on
Because
a
you were
demi
saying
plane.
that
If I
you
tried
could-
to teleport, we're going nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. All right, so you leave the magnificent mansion and head in the way of the ziggurat.
We are ready to leave.
You eventually arrive, and you would see just kind of sitting. Yeah, we'll say we're just sitting at like the bottom steps. You would see Celine. Yep. She would just kind of like look up at you all. I was wondering when you gonna come on by. So you want to depart?
We are ready to. Yes. The guard and the pterodactyls, the quetzals are with us, right?
Yeah, they would be.
We're gonna make sure all our people.
Yeah,
in that-
they didn't end up participating in the fight in the past, but yeah. So she would have all of you gather up, and you would watch as she would bite herself on the wrist, and as the blood would begin to leak, it drops about halfway down from her arm, and then you watch as she begins manipulating it with her other hand as it remains stationary, and then she slowly stretches it out into a wide arc,
Give me all
and you
those.
watch as a shimmering portal would appear. Well, I wish you luck, and I bid you farewell. If you ever wish to return, come back to the area. Might be able to detect you, let you back in.
Please.
I'll probably be coming back to the area, but you might not want to let me in, as I'll probably have other archaeologists with me to try and come up with a cover story that this place actually was destroyed.
No, we had discussed that. Yes. No, if you ever had a need, place to be safe for a time from prying eyes.
Does time work normal here? Yeah.
for the most part.
Okay, so there's no weird time dilation. Good.
Give or take a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Oh, so we're still marked. Like,
Right.
Ah, that's what had called him here.
Yeah. It's. I can say for one thing for sure, Aaron didn't call him here.
Ashlyn and Jude didn't really explain why. As you saw, things progressed quite quickly, so wasn't a lot of time for discussion once the ritual had begun.
Do apologize for that.
You couldn't have known. Maybe until you've resolved that, it would be best if you did avoid the area, however. And she would
Well,
look over at
yeah.
Wilfred. You're not
Well,
mocked,
it's
though, right?
fine in that
I
case.
well, I don't think so.
You
Unless
weren't there.
our most
Mark.
recent experience with that angel we fought all those years ago marked me, but I
I f-
I don't believe so. I'll check my arm.
You want to test it?
You
Well,
would
it'd be
not
a
say
different
anything.
angel that marked me, so looking at your mark probably wouldn't make my mark appear.
No, yeah, I would say you wouldn't say anything.
Okay.
would any of us know? Like, because some of us, what, two of us, I think, recognized the previous mark before it was actually explained what it was or whose it was. Would we know what this angel's mark might be? Because I mean, that would be a way to test it.
Would I know?
Make a religion check.
Like,
Could
there's a
could I
thing.
make that check since I recognize the was it Uriel's?
Yeah.
Not Uriel.
Yes.
Uh, not good.
Yeah, I'll say Jarvis. I'm trying to find what that one would look like because I don't think. Uh, I don't think that one has a sigil like the other ones because it's not the traditional 7. I swapped out some of them. Let's find something that'll work. You know what? That's like the first thing that I got, so let's see if I don't get an epic embed fail.
Ooh,
Epic embed win.
Epic embed win. You would know that that would be the symbol of the archangel named.
okay. Do, 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 do. As I'll manifest it with the spell. Well, that spell, the frickin' magical tinkering.
Yeah. No brand appears on any of you, and none of you experience any pain.
Oh, that's good.
That's
Yeah,
that's
well,
good.
the angel's fucking dead now, right?
Well, didn't we
Well,
see like his essence go up or something?
and if I'm also remembering correctly, didn't some of it go towards you, Bruce?
Well,
What?
if the divine of this sphere work any like the divine of Faerun, extraplanar entities that die on the plane of existence that they are not native to will return to their plane of existence to reform.
Oh shit.
So
I think
depending on how long it took him to reform, either might still be reforming or he's ready to kick some ass.
So if we see
I
him
hope the
again,
fuck
he
not.
might be like, "Hey, it's you assholes."
I think maybe it went towards my gun because and now Kabi's kind of connected to it because he's a technically like celestial right? He's a Pegasus.
Pegasi are in fact celestials.
Mythical creatures, so maybe some of
Yeah.
his dander was on the gun or something, I don't know.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but now Kabi's a speed dial away.
Also, if
Nice.
he had reformed before now, he probably would have harassed us before we even met him.
Unless
it-
that's like a causality thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't want to get back to the future.
Maybe.
Well, you're accurate in saying that he should have reformed. If he did or not, I do not know. Though likely he appeared corrupted. Perhaps the taint had been removed and his reformed self was no longer in play with any of his other potentially corrupted kin, and that is why he had not attacked you before your fated meeting.
I hope that's true.
Yeah, that'd be real nice.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't hold this much longer, so
Oh, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry.
Entirely Jarvis's fault. Sorry.
Just pull him in there.
alrighty. And you would all come through in front of the ruined ziggurat.
All right. Okay.
Wow, I hate that feeling.
All right.
Does anyone taste pennies?
Well,
Oh, you bit your tongue.
everyone circle up.
Wait, no, that'd be iron.
Okay.
And I'll need your bracelet again, ma'am.
Sure, and she'll hand you the bracelet. I'll just say the Quetzals are there. I'm not gonna drop
Okay,
them.
this happens easily and works just fine, right?
We'll see.
No, we actually end up 40 years in the future.
Wait, doesn't
We'll
that
make
mean
new
something
friends.
now?
It does, in fact. As you would all sort of feel yourselves very much, once again, like the port key, just kind of like sucked up and almost kind of like spiraled into each other, and then you would pop up. That's teleport. Yeah, it's not the magic circle one.
Yeah, we just appear within like a mile of where that bracelet was made. No, I'm thinking of Dream of the Blue Veil.
Yeah, I'd say you would show up. Where's Nooney?
On target.
Yeah, you can
Where
choose a
you want.
destination that is known to you. So I think
Where I want. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the error, there's no error in this case, because it's fine.
Let's do outside the Grand Souk.
Sounds good.
You actually
Alrighty.
spliced us into people.
As you would just
By
kind
choosing
of.
a heavily crowded
we're
area.
teleporting fucking dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So somewhere outside.
Maybe let's teleport to the Merchant Prince where we got the Quetzals.
Okay.
Very easy to return.
Yeah. So you would pop up like probably in like that back holding area that's part of Jabal's estate. Well, his wife's estate. I forget what I said her name was.
Jabal 2
And
Boogaloo.
yeah, Jabal too. Jabala. Uh, Jelka. You appear there, and you would see as like some of the local staff would just kind of like I'll just kind of like jump in surprise, but see that you've returned, and some of them would go like rush off to go get her. Um, and Iku would just kind of be like keeping the Quetzals calm because they're probably a little freaked after that. But eventually, like some handlers would come over, help her calm them down, and the merchant prince would arrive.
I'll return her bracelet.
Yeah, she'll take that back. Well,
Hello.
I'm surprised you did not fly back.
Quicker.
We ran into a thunderbird on the way down, so thought it'd be safer.
Those creatures, they can be quite territorial.
Good to know.
Yeah, we pissed it off. So
And it was for the
definitely
best.
off.
Well, the beasts seem to be in the same condition that you departed with them. I believe you had negotiated to sell them back to her, if I'm remembering right.
yes.
Yeah, for the same price that we bought them, and then Ed also has to like perform in the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do that anyway, but now I just tack my name onto hers. Or the other way around.
Oh, is that coming up?
It's coming up.
I believe, if I'm remembering the timeline that I set out, the wedding ceremony would conclude tomorrow, which means that the arena would happen sometime next week, I believe.
Yeah, we had just enough time if we went on foot to get back if we hurried, which was like 13 days. But we didn't go on foot, and we teleported back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys finished the bachelor party on the 19th, and then I think came here on the 19th, departed from Nianzuru on the 20th, came back on Friday. So yeah, because there's 2 days travel, and like a whole day for that mess, and then yeah, that tracks. Okay. Right, so yeah, I think it was the 31st. Yeah, I think the 31st was for the arena.
Oh, so we got plenty of time.
Yeah, because it would have if it would have taken 13 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so you really would have been. Yeah. Okay. But sure, you will return the money to you. The handlers will take the Quetzals and fly them back to where they have like housing slash like a coop for them. and she would just say, "Well, I look forward to seeing how you perform in the arena."
Me too. It'll be great. Know what you're visit.
My money is on you, so try not to lose.
A wise investment.
Uh, and I'll say that she would have like a servant would run up, whisper something in her ear. She'd bid you farewell, seemingly having other matters to attend to. Up here, the general area.
All right.
Well,
You
what
wanna
time of
go
day is
spend-
it? It's like the morning.
Yeah, it would be in the morning. Pretty. As soon as you would have woken up, I mean, like, it doesn't take that long to get to the ziggurat. At least within the demiplane, because like everything's paved and you're not like
Hiking through the
slowly
jungle.
creeping through the jungle. Yeah. So, yeah, it'd be like still relatively early morning.
Well,
I mean, if y'all get up with the dawn, it would be like maybe 8 o'clock, the latest.
okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, there was no dawn to wake anyone up.
I'll see you all at
Alright,
Bjorn's. I need to go hurry and meet up with my family before they head off to Children of Uptoland.
Have fun with that.
Could you remember to try to send
I'll
Jude
do
at
that
some
right
point?
now. Yeah, I'll send Jude. Hey, Jude.
Okay.
No, I tell you, yeah, I would tell you to sing that in the message.
Oh,
Those 2 words.
sing. Hey, Jude. Okay. Hey, Jude. It's Wilford of the Spirit Chasers. Aaron's wondering if you're still alive. Your fellow man out of time. Yeah, if you're alive, you'll respond to this, so that'll be good to know. And which labyrinth is yours?
Okay. Was that 25?
I don't know. I don't really care.
You got lost in the music.
You got lost in the sauce. Yeah, you. Oh, you know the song too? That's cool. Yeah, I'm still alive. Yeah, things were crazy. So I guess you guys made it back to your present. And then I think that would cut it off.
Oh, he's
Maybe.
alive. He didn't answer which labyrinth it was his, but he's alive.
Oh, thank you. Don't miss the Dino Land.
Yep. And apparently that is a song he thought I knew. Okay. Anyways, later.
Yeah, don't be afraid. It's fine.
Wilford hurries off to go meet his family.
Alrighty.
It's Christmas Eve. There's got to be fun events happening at Children of Uptel.
Yeah. There's something going on. I don't know if they would celebrate Christmas or know too much about it. I mean, like, there's probably definitely people within the population that knows that it's a holiday. I doubt there's
Yeah,
many
they're
that
probably
actually
it's
celebrate.
probably not celebrated. It's just Wilford's. Well, even Wilford's kids probably don't really celebrate it because they're
Well-
Mistra worshippers.
Well, the solstice was the 21st, which was Tuesday. So I don't know. Maybe they're doing like a week long Monday to Sunday kind of solstice festival. We'll say.
Yeah, there's probably some solstice festival.
Discount moon cookies or something like that. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
But as Wilfred runs off to meet his family, you've got 5, 6, 7, 8. You got about 8 days ahead of you with the current one to start.
And a Marcus to find.
Yeah.
Bruce, do you want any help with that, or do you want to do it on your own?
What do you mean?
Finding Marcus.
Oh,
He's here now?
I have no clue. I can call him.
Ideally, he was supposed to meet up with us, and no one told him that the wedding was off.
Yeah, give him a ring.
Yeah, I'll send to Marcus.
Okay.
I'll say, sorry, forgot to tell you the news. Are you in Nyanzaru? We just got back. Let us know where you're at, and we can talk.
Oh. Yeah. I showed up and they told me it was canceled, but yeah, I'm still here at Bjorn's with a guest.
I
Don't
have
freak out.
business.
He's at
again have business.
Bjorn's with a friend. He didn't
Oh,
say
good
who.
thing he's making friends.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe your matchmaking paid off.
I was trying pretty hard.
It maybe took him fucking dying.
To awaken something in Marcus.
Yeah, I don't know him.
All right, I guess we'll go to Bjorn's.
Okay. You make your way out of the richer area of the Merchant Princes, eventually passing by the Grand Souk and the wonderful smells of different foods cooking with their exotic spices. Many a hawker peddling their ware. Things seem a lot more lively. There's a lot more like impromptu stands besides the ones that are within the bazaar itself. There's a lot of like people set up on blankets selling a lot of what seems to be like more like handmade crafts and the like. You'd see like one guy who has like some sort of similar style, like wooden bead, like jewelry, like you saw like Yaku wearing. That he's like, oh, all handmade, cheap prices, cheap prices. And you would see a guy with a bunch of jars of honey. Best honey you will ever try. You will see the world in a new perspective. And yeah, just a bunch of different stuff.
Sounds like drug honey.
What kind of honey? We talking clover, tupelo?
Drug honey.
Oh no. This honey I found myself. One day I wandered out into the jungle, and as I was looking for small creatures to trap and bring back their pelts and to be able to maybe have something to eat along the way, I encountered this strange area. At first, I thought it was a trap. My mother always told me to stay away from beautiful plants. But this place, it radiated, it called to me. There was this strange, thin blue smoke, almost like a mist that hung low in this valley floor. It was there that I found the bees, of a considerable size larger than most bees that anyone has ever seen. I snuck up to their hive and tasted the honey. Well, that honey, let me tell you, I was unconscious, unbeknownst to myself, for the next day. No drink, no food. I woke up starving and thirstier than you could ever imagine. But in my mind, at the time, I went on a vision quest. I learned amazing and great things. So amazing that I cannot even put them into words. Perhaps you too would care to experience what I have and see the world through brighter eyes.
Drug honey, got it.
Well, I'll be damned. It is drug honey.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer to not be unconscious for a day, probably. But thank you for the offer.
We got a few days.
Nah, if it's not Tupelo honey, it ain't worth eating.
I don't know what the fuck that is. I'll buy your damn honey.
Now, I mean no offense with this, but you are a large man. It would take much smaller of a dose than you think to affect you. So, be careful. Don't go eating too much. But for a jar, for you, my friend, 10 gold.
10 gold. Yeah. Well, how? All right. You're saying don't take that much. How much? How many of these visions is a jar going to get me?
It's not a particularly large jar. It's like one of those like little he doesn't have a lot of them, he's only got like 5 of them out on the mat. You'd say for your whole group to try, you would probably get 2 each from one jar.
Oh, for the whole kid. So
Yes,
some
you would
other
be
bigger number total. I
of
can
your
do
whole
math.
group. Each of you would be able to experience a total of 2 vision quests.
I've had my fair share of vision quests already.
What was it, 10 gold?
Yeah, 10 gold.
I'll chip in 3.
Oh, okay. Roll through 10 gold.
Yeah, I'll throw in 3 as well, I guess.
I'll do 4.
Thank you so much for your patronage. My family will eat well tonight. And happy solstice.
Happy solstice.
I wanted to ask, do you guys kind of celebrate around here or no?
We do not celebrate. What is it? Christmas?
Yeah.
Not so much. There are some that come here from other places that know of the holiday or celebrate it personally, but we kind of do a week-long thing for the solstice. discounted items. There's some events over at Children of Uptown Land. Usually we kind of cap things off the next week with, the big arena. And, yeah, so I guess kind of a celebration. It's not like a crazy big one.
Okay. Well, that's good then. Do you know which way Bjorn's is?
Oh, yeah. And he would just give you directions, basically telling you to kind of follow the road down along this side until eventually you get over there. Right? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, it's this one right here. Oop, right there. Um, so you eventually depart from Drug Honey Man.
Drug honey in hand.
Drug Honey in hand, and make your way to Bjorn's House of Respite. When you arrive, there seems to be a fair number of foreigners. Seems like some non-locals are getting a little excited. You hear some of them talking about the upcoming arena, how they want to participate, or others are trying to guess who will win. And you hear some people say like, "Oh, I hear that guy." What was it? Did you introduce yourself as Ed the fuck guy, if I remember right?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yeah. So you'd hear like a feeling like, "Oh, I wonder if the fuck guy's gonna come back." Yeah. They've been hyping it up. I heard he's gonna be. So you hear like one
who?
or two of them be like, "Oh, I think I could take him."
The who?
The fuck guy.
Ed approaches one of these people talking about the
Yes,
fuck
I-
guy, leans into their conversation. Excuse me, were you talking about the fuck guy?
Yeah, the guy just like
Hey, who are we
turns
talking
around.
about here?
Oh shit, you're him.
I am he.
Hey, uh, yeah, don't listen to Philip over here. He totally can't take you. So, is it true? Are you going to be in the arena?
Yeah, Philip, you'll be able to see for yourself.
He's still going to kick your ass, man. Shut up.
We'll see. I think he'll do fine. Put a big hand on his shoulder.
They're gonna need a shovel.
Oh my god. He like he seems like a little like shaken at first, but then he kind of like steals himself and he's just like, maybe we'll meet in the arena.
Yeah. It'll be great. I only talk shit if people are assholes. But you seem all right, so yeah, we'll see each other, and I think you'll have a good time. And yeah, I mean it's been fun. Everyone's a good sport. It's good fighting.
And you hear like one of the locals that's like kind of like hanging around their group at like one of the outside tables. Hopefully there aren't any incidents. People get a little rowdy. Sometimes they can be a little overzealous if their favorite to win loses. Destruction was minimal last time, but this is a bigger one, bigger stakes.
What is this, fucking Philadelphia?
Grease
I've
the
never been. Do
pole.
they do something similar?
I've heard things.
I've done things.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the fighting pit. I can't blame anyone for getting rowdy.
Oh, sure. I mean, in the pit, but afterward, people's blood is up, and then they go out and do stupid shit. And you would notice, like, he's not fully in uniform, but like as you kind of look him up and down and get a good bearing on him, you think he might be one of the guards just enjoying an off-duty drink.
Well, yeah, be a damn shame if that has to be your problem, I guess.
You're telling me.
I can see why maybe you don't like these days as much.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll be betting.
Excellent. And then I will leave.
Alrighty. You eventually proceed in. Place pretty packed too, so much so that the people are at the outside tables. But you would see off over at the table towards the front, closer to the bar. I'd say that this time it is the Gold Dragonborn. But you would see sitting at the table your dear friend Marcus and another individual. They appear to be an older man. I want to say like he looks like he's in his 60s, maybe 70s. Bald with beard, of a Mediterranean complexion. And he seems to be dressed somewhat similarly. He appears to be a priest. To Marcus.
Oh, I guess his business is concluded.
Yeah, well, I guess he did fucking die.
He would see you guys across the room and just kind of like wave you over.
Marcus.
You guys have fun chatting with him. He's already said his goodbyes to me. As Jarvis is just gonna go find a quiet place to continue his tinkering.
Okay. You kind of like head past him and like up towards a room. He would just kind of like hold his hand out and he'd be waving, and like you'd go by and he would kind of like look a little dejected and put his hand down a bit, but then look towards the rest of you. As you approach. So, how is everyone?
Give him a big hug.
He'll hug you back. I've missed you, Ed.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Good to see
Don't
you,
get me wrong,
Marcus.
I've missed all the rest of you. It's good to see you too, Bruce. What happened with the wedding?
Long story. Figuring it out.
About a year. About a year-long story.
Yeah, it's quite long.
Oh,
Your buddy Coulter, he opened my eyes, I guess you could say.
He's a piece of shit.
I don't want to be the "I told you so" guy, but he really is no friend of mine.
Yeah, he's not great.
Yeah, I
Um,
didn't. Yeah.
Wait, so who's your friend over there? Forming a new Spirit Chasers already?
No. This is. Hold on, let me check my thing. This here's Father Ignacio. And he would kind of like awkwardly like jerk up out of his seat and kind of knock the table forward a little bit and kind of like reach out to steady the cups and hello, my name is Father Ignacio, as he just said. A long-time servant of the faith. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Marcus has told me a little bit about his friends. You are the spirit chasers, are you not?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
Ah, yes. You did not do them justice with your words. This one here, as he points to Ed, he looks like he could crush my skull between his fingers. Well, I don't think he'd do that to you.
yeah, don't make me want to.
Oh, oh my. But
Sorry, I'm not usually that intense. Why'd I say that?
I mean, I will if I have to.
Jeez. Okay.
It sounds like you've all had quite the adventures together and built quite the bond. And my youth was not so full of adventure as dear Marcus is here. Come, sit.
Oh, so you had
I'll,
kind of a normal sort of life?
Quite quiet, to be honest. I had a little bit of adventure in my youth, but nothing so profound as your group. Or most adventuring groups, for that matter. Just small little encounters with local banditry, and nothing too interesting.
Hmm.
So how did you two know each other?
Well, about that. uh, let's call it Providence. We sort of met shortly after I got here, and something about the father here speaks to me. So we got to get to know each other over a few drinks, and he's been helping me pass the time. I got here a number of days ago, and once I heard things were off, I figured I'd at least stick around to drop off this, and he would remove the shield from his back and put it on the table. As where I'm going, I likely won't need it, and it would better serve the rest of you.
Oh shit. I mean, that's a big deal.
And don't get me wrong, it would be nice to have such a powerful item, but I've, how do I say it? I'm trying to broaden my horizons, expand my fighting capability.
do you like trying to use your gun more?
Something along the lines of that. Well, you know my situation. Whole two lives sort of thing. I'm trying to, I guess, get in touch with the inner me.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
Well, I hope your inner me ain't no friggin' demon.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm a man of the cloth.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've all strayed from the path at some point or another. Doubt is a natural part of faith. Overcoming it is also a part of that. But I imagine whatever you've went through, you will surely find a way to resolve it.
Hmm.
Are you staying
Well
in
said.
Nianzuru or are you traveling somewhere? What's your plan?
Well, I've got to make my way back down south in the near future here. Might stick around for a few days. I heard you were going to be participating in the arena, Ed?
Yes, sir.
I've got some time. I might stick around until just after that and head back down that way thereafter. And
You won't want to miss it.
no. I definitely want to be there for that. By the way, Bruce, you're not gonna have a problem with that meeting that Coulter invited you to?
Oh, I'll be there.
Actually, about that, well, there's not really a limit on the number of people that I can bring along. So, if the rest of you want to come as well, I think he was trying to instate a whole one guest only policy, but it seems like the others aren't going to be following it, so might as well have all my friends there.
Smart.
Might be a chance for you to settle your differences.
Interesting.
But before that time comes, I have some things to take care of.
Business.
Things to get ready. Yes. No, you're not there. Fuck. And
Nice.
Nex has some things he needs to attend to for me. He won't be there, by the way. I can only deal with him for so long.
He's too edgy for Marcos.
Quite needy, actually. It's a bit insufferable.
The old ball and chain. Phew.
Why do you keep pushing that?
It's called manifesting.
This is the only true love.
His love for oneself. But enough about me. Anything else new with you guys?
Yeah, it's
I
all
died.
crazy shit. Bruce died.
Oh. I'm sorry I wasn't there to stop that from happening.
Well, Jarvo he had a big old bringing you back to life kit, and it worked.
Found out we've been marked ever since Gate Town.
Well, yeah, you're probably marked too.
Marked by what exactly?
Check this
I
out.
think you know. I mean, think about it.
the-
What happened there?
The fucking
The flying fellow.
yeah, I'll like hold up some of the father's like priestly.
Roll the symbol, see what happens.
Doesn't even
You're
need
not
to make
here.
the symbol. It can just be saying his name.
Oh, right, I forgot.
I haven't seen any such mark on myself.
No,
But I
you
guess-
you won't until you see it.
Okay.
But it's there. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, it's real easy to know if you were marked or not.
Is there any sort of consequence to being aware of it, or is it just kind of the same regardless?
No, it
you
seems like he
feel-
knows where you are, whether you know about it or not.
Yeah, you feel a little pinched for a bit.
Yeah, you do. You do. There's a bit of a pinch.
Oh, well, sure, why not? I doubt it can follow me down south.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I don't know. Have you ever had to
I don't
deal
know,
with
I
any of
mean-
that stuff down there?
He wasn't all himself, the flying man.
Right. Yeah, he was a little. He had some feelings. Hmm?
But I mean, whether we see if you have it or not, if you have it, I mean, he'd know.
Well, maybe I can find out how to remove it.
If you do, let us know.
Yeah,
Of
we
course.
appreciate that.
Sure. You wanna test it now? You wanna pinch here, or you wanna?
Sure, go ahead.
Try to hide it from the.
Oh, you tried to hide it from the father?
Oh, you probably shouldn't. Just in case.
Yep. Feel like we're all just waiting for one of the other ones to show it.
I mean, my
I'm not showing it.
my guns are out, so
They are,
Doesn't
yeah.
look
Yeah,
at
but
it.
I
you're
just,
not, like,
I just pointed.
drawing
I just pointed
directly.
Ed's arm.
Okay, yeah, so he'll... Oh, that's curious.
yeah.
Fuck.
All right,
Ah, okay. Alright,
all
I
right.
see
So
what you mean now.
Yeah, I lied. It's maybe more, a little more.
I mean, it's a pretty bad pinch.
That's smart.
Just wait until Walter finds out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's does he have... I'm curious to see, because I don't remember if you guys tried this. Did you try...
Remove curse.
You did try remove curse, right?
The priest did.
I believe.
Yeah,
I
that
believe the
was-
priest tried to remove curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
okay.
tried protection from evil and good.
I'll say Marcus will try to remove curse, and when he just kind of like notices it doesn't take a hold, he goes, "Yeah, that's curious." Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find a way to avoid detection. That shouldn't be too hard, though.
I've
I've
already
got-
got not there.
After I died and came back, is it still there for me?
Oh, that's a good question.
What did you? Was that revivify you used on him, Anton?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yes, those.
And all it did was bring him back to 1 HP. It didn't remove any curses or markings.
I know, but I died is the thing. That's what I'm asking.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
up to
yeah.
the factor.
Soul or your body?
That's true. That's true.
I mean, so
But it would be the same soul. So if the soul, if death may not unmark the soul, if it is a
yeah, you might need like one of the
Even if it unmarked you, the brand would still be there because it's a physical brand.
Yeah, physically. There.
If it's purely physical, I mean, we don't really. It wasn't branded in, or else
The magical part
you
of
know
it would
the
not.
burn,
Yeah, the magical part
like
of it
the
would
burn wouldn't have hurt our two friends that are resistant to fire if it was a physical brand.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say unfortunately you would still have the mark. You're you're not sure if you're still capable of being tracked, but you do have the mark.
Worth a shot.
Um,
Well, were you thinking we just all die and be brought back?
I mean, it's possible.
that's a lot of diamonds.
Yeah, it's a little spendy.
Well, we got a bank now.
It might work.
Yeah, but I mean, how do we know?
No, that's
Yeah, I also
true.
don't recommend dying. It was pretty awful.
Was it as bad as the drink?
I guess it was more impactful. I wasn't as tortured, but it was quicker, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're different. Apples and oranges.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, the only thing I could think of, and I'm not as too sure about um, flying people stuff, but maybe we have to actually kill him, and that would remove it.
What has his friend's reaction been to all of this?
Yeah, our euphemisms are not holding too good.
Yeah,
Especially if you can
so
see the brand.
you know
Which
what?
literally says Uriel.
My
Make
arms are huge, so I
a
can just turn them.
make an insight check. Anyone that's curious.
Yeah, I'm curious about my guy.
Let's go.
Okay.
Mm.
So I'll say since you both okay. The good father here, while seemingly trying to exude this air of being a fragile old man, you see this sort of cunning in his eyes,
Oh, it's
and
Elminster.
he has been intently listening to this whole conversation and seemingly sort of like analyzing it bit by bit. And even with like the most recent thing, you almost kind of see like very briefly the connecting of dots. But he tries very much to hide it, and like most of the rest of the time when he's like not focusing, he just kind of pretends to be like this doddering old man. Occasionally, like picking like lint out of his pocket or like something else like that to try and like throw off the fact that there's more intelligence to him.
Mm. Okay. I won't say anything to give away the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
But Marcus will, yeah, I mean, killing him, I guess. But beyond that, not too sure.
Go do that
Did
if he
you
fucks with us again.
try anything like besides remove curse?
I tried protection from good and evil, or evil and good,
Did you
whatever it is.
try and get anyone to cast greater restoration on it?
Ooh, that's expensive. But I don't think we had anyone try that.
No one can cast it except for Marcus.
Yeah, we don't have good enough sauce.
I mean, the bishop might have been able to.
It's expensive, but Aaron could provide the gold, the diamond dust worth for it with his.
It's true. I could provide enough for 2 castings. Are you able to cast such a spell today?
I've been getting better at that. Take a little bit of time each morning.
That's great. No, that's excellent. That's good timing.
Yeah, I'll make a bag of 260 GP worth of diamond dust in my hand,
Okay.
and
Yeah, he'll try and cast it on you first.
well, it says worth at least. So I give like half of it to him, like pour it out into his hands or something, because otherwise it would consume the whole thing.
All right. Oh, I gotta open the Marcus sheet. What did I put? I put him over an extra characters.
Oof.
I mean, look, can't stay in the main roster when you're
I know.
not around. Okay. All right, so he will take it and sort of trying to think of how this would like look thematically. You know what? He takes the diamond dust and sort of like
Snorts it.
applies. Yeah. Yeah. He kind of applies like holy oil to it, almost sort of like creating almost like a paste, and he would kind of coat it over the brand, and say some words in Celestial. And a second. Oh, okay, good on his part. Yeah, you would watch like you'd see like that sort of radiant glow, and it would all slowly sort of like dissipate, like like dust, like kind of like blowing away in the wind. And the brand would be no more.
Wait, that
Oh
worked?
shit! I look at I look at Ed's arm
Hmm.
to see if I am rebranded when I see it.
You would be.
Oh,
I just got rid of the visual.
which is
That's a toughie.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get rid of it getting pissed at us.
Yeah, sounds like death is probably the option here.
wait.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
Are you no longer marked then?
Oh, no, I don't mean you dying. I mean you killing him.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Or maybe just fixing what was wrong with him. He might remove it himself.
I'd be like, fuck, my bad.
Oh, you could try that too, but I imagine that's going to be a bit trickier, right? I mean, he's him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I reckon we just.
Yeah,
do
I mean,
that.
I had a favor from someone who said they'd do it, but I had to call in that favor for something else.
Well, it could be an accident. I think it'll happen. I'll be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
you use the old man's favor.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna die, Well, all of us pretty much were gonna die.
Okay.
We fought an elder brain
Yeah, it was fucked
Not
up.
and
quite
a
sure what
bunch
that
of
is.
big brain controlling a bunch of squidmen.
Tentacles, Biden blast.
Was
Like
that
picture.
the thing that Wilfred was always talking about when he wasn't Wilfred?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Well,
sorted
Marcus
that
was
out.
with us when we fought the Mind Flayer in Austin, right?
Yes, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
sure.
You remember the
He was there
Mind Flayer?
for the brain puppies and the one mind flare, and then he
Yeah.
had gotten sent to Avernus for the second fight.
Yeah. It's the guy that was behind the Mind Flayers and the stuff that happened with Wilf.
Oh. Is that, if you don't mind my asking, is that when you died, Bruce?
No, that was a different time.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah, actually died. Just died.
Oh.
Well, actually, it was. Oh yeah, that was yesterday. I was gonna say it was
Yeesh.
30 years
Oh
ago.
no, it was two. It was 2 days.
Oh wait,
It was 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. I forgot about us sleeping in the ruins.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
What do you make of all this situation, Ignacio?
Well, it seems that you've had your fair share of troubles. But I would say to you, Bruce, is it that every cloud has a silver lining,
Hey, come on now.
and it's always darkest just before the dawn?
Come on now.
Hold out hope. Things will be.
Come on now.
Ed, I'm
I'll
so.
put
Are you
my- I'll
hyping him
put-
up?
I'll put my my thumb and my pointer on his temples.
Quite sure I know what you mean.
Come on now.
Come on
Come on.
now.
Yeah, make an intimidation.
Yeah.
Are you trying to make him sing the song?
Come on. No, I'm trying to make him cut the bullshit. I'm trying to remember if I have intimidation advantage from something, right? I do.
Yeah, you do.
Come on now.
Come on now.
He comes on now. Surely.
Are you essentially threatening to crush his skull with your bare hand?
No, it was a reference to when he said that. I wouldn't.
He's
wouldn't.
coaxing. He's just coaxing.
Ed over here
wouldn't do
threatening
that.
a man of the cloth.
I
He-
wouldn't do that.
He
Who do you
gets
think I
quite
am?
serious,
I don't
and
discriminate on who I threaten.
Yeah,
you
listen.
notice that his eyes that like weren't cloudy per se, but like they begin to focus on you.
Okay.
And you see like this like steeliness behind them, and the longer that you kind of like look at him as he's like looking at you and seemingly kind of like trying to stare you down for the briefest moment, his eyes that appear blue, you would see them go orange with the pentagrams for pupils.
Does only Ed see that? I'm assuming.
Passively, I mean, Ed kind of just like leaned over and like put his big meaty paw on this guy's head. So I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Probably only Ed would
He's
be
got
seeing this.
half cover.
Yeah, he's got half cover from sight-based perception checks.
-2 to all perception rolls.
Look, young man.
Let me start taking you seriously now.
I don't appreciate this.
Don't you want to be part of this conversation?
I was more than content with sitting on the sidelines and gleaning what I could. But I guess the jig is up.
You want to reintroduce yourself?
There's not too much of a need. The name is the same, Ignacio Nvidia.
Oh, does he have a GeForce graphics card?
No. No.
We're at GeForce 2. Wow, good to finally meet you.
Though I would say that my title of father is not quite accurate.
Pride.
Envy, actually.
No, it's Envy.
Yeah.
I would say that Marcus at first looks a little shocked, but then like he almost seems to kind of like nod to himself like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, it seems like Marcus didn't know.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, he had been avoiding saying anything, and also too, he said that he felt drawn to him, but yeah,
I'm the brains of this operation.
you're the brains of this.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about removing something like this, would you?
Bean here's on the right track. The one that branded you, killing him or getting within his good graces, or I guess in this case, making him better, would be one of your options. Both of your options. Beyond that, nothing that typical mortals possess would be able to cleanse the affliction. But if you sought help elsewhere, like down south per se, or you found someone from up north, maybe that would do the trick.
We actually met a guy from Canada, so.
Yeah, I wonder where Gabriel is.
Very far away, Gabriel in
He's
the
in
middle of a
Manitoba.
rebellion.
I like to think that Ignacio just thinks we're talking about Gabriel the Archangel, though.
Gabriel.
Oh, yeah, speaking of him, yeah, I know him well, Gabriel.
No, but he would like raise an eyebrow.
We've never done any of that, right? Been to Canada.
I mean, other than the drink, I don't know that we've ever been down south either. And I'm not sure that was
You've been
like
to
we weren't
Mexico.
physically there.
No, but or I guess made friends from up north.
Not that I know of, but I mean, if they have such a penchant for disguise as those from down south, it's hard to say for sure. And who knows where Big Daddy Reapers from?
Yeah, maybe we'll never know what his fucking deal is. Besides the obvious.
I do have one favor card left to play, but I doubt that person is capable of removing this.
Yeah, you wanna.
Oh, you know what? We did try casting Greater Restoration because when I eat the candy.
Yes, that's true.
Doesn't that
That's
target
true.
one effect though?
It's hard to say when it's a candy made by a deity.
Yeah, but you think real hard about what you don't want to happen.
I would say in that moment, that was the thing that you didn't want happening to you. That's what was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, very fair.
Um, but I'll say that Ignacio would say, as you're kind of like talking about this, hold on. As you're kind of talking about that, he would say, I imagine it would be difficult of late to contact anyone from up north anyway.
Because
Strangely, their kind have been particularly absent.
And no offense, but y'all haven't taken advantage of that?
We, as he gestures to himself and Marcus, are devils. There are rules that must be followed. You condemn yourselves to perdition. We cannot force you there. The demons, however, they play by a different set of rules.
Yeah.
Yeah! They play by a different set of rules.
yeah, maybe they're too busy marking people to pick up the. What was that thing in Back to the Future? Landline.
Which thing? Oh, the phone?
That's the
Johnny
one.
be good.
Milkshakes?
But like,
Just misclicked.
that's new news for us, right? Though that those up north have been MIA.
I think it tracked, but was not something we explicitly had learned before.
But like, wouldn't that include your goddess?
I don't know.
Yeah, and if Mistress MIA, that means magic does fucking nothing.
Yeah, she gave me a vibe recently, so surely she's around.
Because
You misunderstand. I don't mean the gods. I mean their servants. Though, to be more precise, this land is strange. And for those of you that are native to it, you would know this. That such things did not exist here before. magic and the like. Or if it did, it existed in such a small quantity that it had become the stuff of myth and legend. The reckoning changed all that. The potential for the weave to exist within this place was always there. And it is believers, even if they do not directly pray to such deities, knowledge of their existence and ties to that faith give them a tether so that their power might be called forth here. But they do not reside here. You may pray to them, and they might answer. They might not. They're fickle. But before they came, this place had its own gods.
And like, it's like the servants of the old and the newer MIA, but not the honchos themselves.
The servants of those from, in my case, Tyrell. Some have found their way here. Others remain. But the ones that existed here originally, before the change, for the reckoning, they kept to themselves.
Damn.
Everyone just got quiet. Sorry.
We're downloading that information.
Yeah, wait, so there's
Processing.
there's tiers now. So there's the like the Christian ones that Marcus is worshiping now are different, like a different type.
How do I explain this to mortals?
You got like a flow chart.
Yeah, it's getting complicated.
I do apologize for
Sure.
in making comments. Jarvis is technically not.
Yeah. You're upstairs building shit. I mean, you could have been here. You could have been
I'm
here.
at chilling up Thailand, and I've been making like jokes.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, he'll.
Set up Marcus still.
No, that's fair. He'll like make some paper and like a quill appear, and he'll start like drawing and trying to explain it. And the drawings are weirdly detailed. He would draw like Tyrell. And he'd just draw like a circle, put like a few little continents on it and shit, and write Tyrell above it. And he would just kind of like draw enough little figures to represent the pantheon for there. And then like under it he would just draw like a little angel. And then he would draw Earth. And he would like start explaining, he'd be like, look, some of you kind of looking towards Ed and Bruce from Tyrell, you should understand, right? There are deities and their servants. But here, there were gods that were worshipped, different pantheons, Norse, Egyptian, Celtic. a vast multitude of others. If they ever existed or possessed any power is unknown to me. But this Abrahamic God clearly seems to possess some form of power. His servants, since my initial arrival, have first interfered, attempting to steer any mortals that I went to strike a deal with in favor of the light. But once the reckoning truly began, they sequestered themselves. No longer did they appear at my dealings. It is as though the heavens have gone silent. When they do appear, it is to enact terrible wrath upon those that may or may not deserve it. By painting a clearer picture.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty good artist.
Take pride in my work. But yes, that is the current situation that this world finds itself in, though not one that I'm entirely displeased with. Works well enough for me and mine. But if you wish to contact someone from the heavens, I imagine it would be more difficult. So that narrows down possible solutions to, as Marcus said, kill him or save him.
Well, the guy knows where we are at all times, so if he wants to see us, he's gonna see us.
But I mean, even if he did that, he might just send another fake version of himself like he did at Gate Town.
Maybe next time we can grab him and slap him upside the head and be like, "Hey, where is he?"
Yeah.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I mean, just threaten to turn him into a rabbit again.
Yeah,
Burns with rage.
Ed, just do what you did to Mr. Ignacio.
Gonna go to work?
Yeah, why
Right.
not?
You might have to get big first. I don't know that your hand would reach both sides of his head
Yeah.
the way he was.
Yeah, I could try and Omni-Man someone. I don't know if it... I don't get that gruesome.
Omni-Man.
What's the with the Omni-Man, though? Omni-Man does a lot of different things.
You know the one.
You know the one.
You know the one.
No, I don't.
I'm just gonna pop his head, man.
I can't believe Ed's going to just go around doing Mortal Kombat fatalities on people.
Yeah, that's like, all right, it's a whole new world now.
But you do have another option. And I'm not so cruel as Coulter.
That's good news.
What's the other option?
Me.
Mm,
Marcus here, as he said, has been trying to get in touch with his inner self. He's not remembered his full capabilities. Unlike the rest of us, he does not have access to fonts of greater power. removing this would be a trifle for me. But there are quite a few of you, and that would require quite the price. But don't mistake me. I'm not in the market for your souls. Besides, I wouldn't do that to a brother, he says as he looks at Marcus. What is it worth to you?
What is the value of a single immortal life?
I don't know.
I mean, theoretically, he can't see me, so not much currently.
I ain't worried. I ain't scared of that fucking bastard.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I'm
I am.
not, I don't want to like. I don't know. I don't want to make a deal.
Well, if you ever change your mind or desire something else, and he will kind of like flick his fingers forward and there would be a card.
Yo, business card.
And he would just kind of fling it towards you and it would like land perfectly on the table and just kind of like slide and stop just before the edge.
I'm not
Nope.
taking it.
I'll take it. Well, yeah, I'll pick it up.
Seems to be like a very thin sheet of obsidian, like literally like business card thin, uh, with what appears to be an orange snake, sort of almost like coiled and the head sticking out, almost like the "Don't tread on me." No step on snake.
Please, no steppy.
Oh, Marcus still has the business cards to the House of Hope and Coulter's place, the Bronze Citadel,
Oh
which,
yeah, that's
which
right.
can take him and people with him to those places. There's a one-way ticket.
Yeah, I already owe someone a deal, so not sure I'm gonna make any promises here.
Hey, Marcus, so exactly what I was concerned about before is exactly what's coming up right now. Your inner searchings are a little concerning here.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know that he was one of the sins. As I said, I've been, kind of reflecting, and in that process, trying to sort of find a balance, try to weigh the scales between Dean and Marcus, and yeah, I don't know. But I felt a pull towards him, and I was wondering if it was maybe some unanswered prayers finally being answered. Maybe a step in what I guess you guys would consider the right direction. But it would seem not.
Yeah. Just don't make any deals with this guy, please.
Ignacio would chime in. Deals can be made between sins, but not for anything so valuable as one another's entirety.
Yeah, I just know Marcus's track record with deals, so getting a little concerned.
Well, there are rules for how we are supposed to conduct ourselves with one another. But Marcus nor the rest of you needn't fear anything from me.
Okay, well, I'll let you two get back to your denouement. I'm sure now that you know who each other are, um, gonna need a second.
Yeah, it's Barney the dinosaur, the children of Uptown Land. He'll kind of like look at Marcus, look at the rest of you. There's no need. He's been reunited with all of you. Marcus, Dean, whatever you deign to call yourself, you know where to find me. And he stands up from the table. You'd notice a bit taller than he'd originally appeared, and you would watch as his face would slowly morph into, and then his body thereafter, that of a green tiefling, wearing attire not too dissimilar from Aaron, like a vest with a sort of like a long shirt underneath, very much in the style of like Western, like 1800s type deal. And he'd walk on out. Well, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, you should pick your friends a little better there.
He seemed all right, though our standards are low.
I mean, lots of information, and didn't it pull one of those things where like, oh, if you want that, you gotta make a deal or something. So, on the whole, not the worst person we've met.
I did threaten him with violence.
True.
Yeah, and he didn't react like Kota would have, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't Mordecai.
Oh, that's a thought. That's a scary thought.
The literal embodiment of wrath. Yeah. That would not go well for us.
He is gluttony.
Oh, gluttony. I thought he was wrath. Shit.
No,
Never
he's
mind.
gula. Gula.
But he
is
does
gluttony.
hate us, so.
Yeah. Ira would be wrath.
Well, I don't know what your plans are, Marcus, but I guess are we just staying around here until your tournament, Ed?
We could. Y'all are the ones with the magic circle thing.
Yeah. I I don't think we really have anything else like pressing other than the end of the world.
Yeah, it's up there.
But we might need like a little break before going to the next labyrinth. So
Yeah, we could relax.
I'll
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'll try to catch an orgy and then do the fighting thing, and that'll, be it.
I'm gonna head back to Austin for a day or so. I'll be back well before the fight. But if anyone wants to hop a ride,
Honestly,
um,
yeah, I do have another gift for Violetta. Is it bad that I keep getting her wine? It's just the thing that I know she likes. And it's more that I would, if I did buy other things, I would like look for other things, but I do happen to keep finding really cool wine.
I
I
don't know. He
mean,
knows she likes it.
Yeah, but like, what do you boys think? Is it like, okay, it's the third time he's gotten me wine?
Yeah. Why don't you try something else? I actually wanted
What?
your help. Um,
Oh,
yeah. I need your expertise here. I know. I mean, you seem like you've gotten a little closer with your deity, and we make fun of, well, poke fun at saying it's just an orgy god, but I don't know. I thought maybe it could be nice to get Sana like a symbol of some kind from your deity.
hmm,
Like, don't you guys got like, I don't know,
a gift shop.
edible arrangements or something in there?
You could ask. Yeah, maybe they do stuff like that. I'm sure they do. See, they preside over weddings and shit. So maybe they got some kind of a magazine like the 7 things you need to get for your partner that will make them go wow.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna make a trip there then. You want to come in, or are you going to Austin?
Well, were you going to go to Austin tonight? Today?
yeah, I leave later today. I know it doesn't have to be now, but sometime this afternoon, and then come back day after tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. We'll stop by the temple and then I'll come back to you.
All right. Yeah, I got some shopping to do while I'm in town anyway.
All right, then we do that.
okay, so you, Aaron, you want to take care of a little bit of shopping, and then Bruce and Ed, you guys were going to go to the temple to look for something for Bruce for Sana, and then catch a ride back to Austin, and then come back 2 days later.
That sounds right.
Yeah, and I'd check with Jarvis and make sure if he needs a ride to Austin as well, or if he's staying here.
Okay. And when do you think Wilfred and his family would return from Children of Uptown Land?
I'll come back for dinner.
Okay. Okay.
And as for the Austin thing, do we plan on coming back here at all, or are we just going back to Austin for a base of operations?
We'd be coming back over Morrow.
Okay. Jarvis will stay and just continue working.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay too.
He's locked in.
And my stuff in Austin won't have to be RP'd out, Dylan. It's just Aaron had said he was going to do Christmas with his grandfather.
Okay.
One little side thing. Jarvis will find the local kobold caravan and make sure Christmas letters sent home.
Express mail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, yeah.
With a small account of what some craziness they've been up to, but nothing too in details.
Okay. Yeah. If it's express and it's literally the other side of the country, I'll say it'll cost you 20 gold.
I'll make it simple and give them 2 palettes.
Okay.
And I will thank them graciously.
And I'll say, when you go, Jarvis, to the Kobold Caravan, you talk about like sending letters out and stuff, and like you're providing, your family name. One of the
Location.
right. No, so what I mean is like you're like
Latitude and
to
longitude.
Mama. No, when you're like I'm sending this to Mama and Papa Limsmith. One of the kobolds in like the back room would just kind of like lean over and look in your direction, and then he'd go like, hey, you, metal arm man,
Yes.
stick around, don't go nowhere.
Okay.
And as the other kobolds like sorting out the letters and writing everything down and applying proper postage. Hold on one second. This kobold from the back would come up to you, seemingly holding a couple of letters and
Oh,
I think a package or two as well.
really?
And he would start kind of like sifting through them all, and the one that has your name he would slide over to you, which I believe yours is just the letter.
No, there's. I'm typing everything out.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What?
Hold on.
Uh,
Just give it a second. Type faster. Type faster.
Is Walter's sending us death threats now?
It's
I don't
Pip's
think I
corpse.
ever. I don't think I ever actually said what
That,
Vulture
yeah.
has in his.
Okay. Yeah. So there'd be, four, not him. So it'd be 4 letters, 4 packages. A package and a letter would be for you, Jarvis, and you would see that there was like they all each of the packages and letters.
Oh, I guess
Uh,
since Marcus would be there, Marcus is in the answer. Marcus's would be there as well.
Okay, so yeah, all right. All of them would be marked. You would see like there's like a little sticker like on the side almost, or well, not really a sticker per se, but you would see like written on the wrapping of the parcels be like SC, and he would just go, you spirit chaser.
Yes.
Okay. And then he would like pull out a clipboard and pass over like what seems to be a couple of papers, and then he would like hand inkwell and quill. Sign on all long lines, initial on short lines.
Okay. Jarvis will read it over and see what exactly he's signing for.
It is a release of mail to a member of the group for the purpose of distributing it to other members of the group.
Got it. Jarvis will sign.
And then, like, once you're done, he'll take the clipboard back from you, and the quill as well.
Oh my god!
And then he just
sorry.
kind of like, what?
I sneezed really loud.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. Yeah, I
Oh,
just
okay.
heard you say sorry. And then he
It
just
was
kind of like
a
pushes
Canadian
it over.
scream.
So he fucking ah! He just pushes it over to the other side of the table, and or counter, and he's like, "Okay, property transferred to you must be brought to other members." And yeah, there would also be a letter and parcel for Marcus as well.
Can do. Okay. How big are the parcels?
Yours and Ed's seem to be about the same size. Something handheld. Actually, Aaron's would be about the same size, but a different shape. Bruce also the same, similar size, slightly smaller, but also handheld. Appears to be something handheld size. Marcus is flimsy, like it will bend, but kind of seems like a book.
So are they square or round?
Rectangular for Marcus. Yeah, I guess rectangular for all of them.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Just getting a mental picture. Jarvis will say, "Okay. Is there like a thing? There's still like a thing written on the packages saying don't open till Christmas."
Not really, just to
Okay.
so and so.
Alright,
Yeah, I'll say like the kobold just goes, oh, for Christmas.
Ah, Dankeschön. Well, that's incoming. Here's my outgoing.
Yeah, the other kobold will take the outgoing, and like I said, they'll put the stamps on and everything, and take the money from you, and then he'll hand it to.
I am going to leave something in the envelope though.
Okay.
Where is it? Crap, where the fuck was it? Crap. Okay, I'm looking in the wrong spot. I am leaving. Oh, the ring.
Which ring?
Oh, actually, no. Actually, with the recent events of what's gonna happen, I actually am gonna not do that because I just realized how dumb that might actually be. Never mind. Scratch that.
All
Yeah,
right.
just a letter. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So he'll take that, and then he'll hand it to the kobold that brought you the packages, and you watch as he like walks over to. There's like a series of mail bags, and you see one like marked New York against the back wall, and he opens it up, drops the letter in, closes it back up again.
Safe travels.
Thank you. Come again.
And I guess I'll start making my way back to Bjorn's. And I'll see who is available to so I can distribute these letters and gifts.
Okay. Alrighty. And then what was blah, blah, words? What was Aaron looking to buy?
Um. So I was gonna just go buy a 10-foot pole, but instead I'll go to the magic shop and see if they have a collapsible pole.
Collapsible pole.
Like
It's
an
an
extendo
it's a
pole.
it's a common magic item that is a pole collapsing. That's what it's called. Uh, Basically a 10-foot pole that there's a command word and it shrinks
Makes me
down to a
laugh.
rod, so it's easier to transport instead of transporting a 10-foot pole.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll say a pole of collapsing.
So I can stop using my forms of creation on 10-foot poles when we go to the labyrinth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll say that they have a pole of collapsing. Man, that's expensive. I mean, it's a magic item. Yeah, I'll say that they have one for 100 gold.
Okay. I pay them 100 gold.
All right. How's that? You just wanted the pole?
Yep. Yeah, I realized as soon as we left Nianzuru last time that I should have got one.
Okay.
So wanted to do that as soon as we were back here.
And when you come back, Jarvis has stuff for you.
Oh.
Uh, yeah, you know what? Let's take a quick tenor before we do the other stuff.
Word.
Yeah.
Come back at call it 36. Alrighty. So Ed and Bruce, y'all head over to the Temple of Soon. Soon?
Yep. Suni.
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 Soon they shall be at Suni.
Mm.
I'll say that you arrive, they know you. You get like smiles, nods, a couple of waves. Looks like Flavius and Dorcius are heading out maybe for lunch or something, and they just kind of like fist bump you, Ed, and then just kind of like give Bruce fist bump too, and then like just as Flavius is walking by, he gives him like a slap on the ass, and he's like,
Yep.
"Get it, man."
Protein?
Oh yeah, that's where we're
Protein.
going, bro.
Protein.
Protein. Need protein. You gonna go get the chicken? No,
Chicken, broccoli, and rice.
chicken, jockey, and rice.
God damn it.
Throws
Deeply
popcorn.
regrettable. Don't let that happen again, Dylan. It was a moment of
So-
weakness.
Sorry. But yeah, so y'all head in. And
Yeah, we're looking for some gifts for your love.
Yeah, just like an amulet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, here's what I think, Bruce. You should get her something cheap.
Okay. Now,
Here's why. Here's why. Here's why. She knows that you can send her 10,000 gold and think that that's enough.
Mhm.
And if you were to get her to the most expensive thing that this temple could offer, she would think that you have not learned nothing.
Yeah, I figured I'd just get some small token and then have you bless it, since you've been, I don't know. You seem to have taken
Ordained.
your worship more seriously.
Sure. Yeah. Just consider it an excuse to spend time with her.
Yeah, I figure everyone's splitting up tomorrow for Christmas. I'd try to go over there.
Yeah, let's do that.
I also, if whenever I had 10 minutes, I did want to I did want to prepare a contingency.
Oh, okay. I mean, I could say that, right? Yeah, because you don't have to be standing still or anything like that. You could have done it on the way over.
Also, I just want to double check. Let me post it. If I use it, do I have to pay again for the ivory and the gems, or do
It's
I
not
just?
consumed.
No, yeah,
Okay.
it would say if it were consumed.
Got it. Okay.
Just don't let anyone cast disintegrate on that statue.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be real bad. Or if it got stolen.
Can't believe the bagman took it.
Oh,
Okay.
not the bag, man.
I'm going to message you what the contingency is.
Okay.
Is it
okay.
grease?
Amazing.
When you say a certain phrase, it comes out of your fingers.
Yeah.
Nah. It's actually power word kill.
Yep.
But the light version. The 5th level version.
If you have 1 hit point, you die.
You kill seal the
It goes-
person.
It goes from 1 hit point to no hit points.
If I ever reach one
Isn't
hit
that-
point,
is that just
cast
divine
power
word?
kill on myself.
Okay.
The ultimate play in arena.
Power word kill yourself, yeah. That's
Yeah.
You do in fact get the points. Because you went out in such admirable fashion.
That's pretty epic. I'm still kind of peeved that I did just get straight up power word killed at some point.
Oh
it's okay.
yeah, you did, didn't you?
I did.
Did
Who
you?
we don't
power
sweat
word
that.
killed you?
I don't remember.
It surely wasn't me because I almost never get my 9th level spells off. They always either get countered or like they're fucking useless. Like when Mario Judah cast Blade of Disaster and then I died the next turn, I didn't even get to use it.
Hey man, where the fuck is Mario Judah?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. But all right, Bruce. Yeah, you cast that on your way over. And then I'll say when you guys are in there, there's not a gift shop per se. One of these days, I gotta like try and fucking decipher a map for this place. But I would say it's kind of like you come across that bridge and like up into this, the big dome, and it's very much like I'd say like over to the left hand side. We'll say in like that little glass structure that's over to the left. That's like the bath area, and then like leading more towards the back would be like a rectory for the actual members of the clergy here. And then over on the right hand side, that bit that sticks out would be like where like the tattoo area is, and then like I think we said the gym was set up in the basement floor.
Yep.
And then there's not really so much a second floor as like there is a balcony that sort of like stretches around the inside of the dome. Which I would say that like some of them would use for like, I guess, better concentrated tanning or, like decoration and other stuff. But I'll say, you know what, it is the solstice. We'll say that they have a table set up with little idols of Sune, and like almost like a tithe, no, not tithe, like a collection box, like next to it. It's like, take one, leave one, basically.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just take one of these, right?
Are there
Oh.
like blank D&D mini versions of them that you can paint?
Sure. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll say that they're not made out of stone. They'd be more made out of like like clay. And you could paint them. And I'll say, you know what, why not? There's like a little station nearby where there's like paint and stuff.
Okay, well, I don't know. Is it if you paint it, is that like you blessing it? Is that
Could be. I mean,
okay?
you want me to, I was gonna make one for Violetta actually. I was gonna paint my own.
Oh,
There
most
are some that someone else. It looks like some of them are, if someone doesn't want to, those ones look finished.
yeah, I'll take one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Some of them.
I'll stick around and I'll do a little painting.
Okay. Yeah, and you'd see like some other parishioners come by. Like some of them would like take one, bring it over, paint it, and then like some of them would take their time with it, and they wouldn't be done by the time you were done. Others would be a little bit more hasty with it, and then they'd either take their finished version and place it among the others, or they would go like drop a coin in the collection box and then like depart with the statue. Um, and I'd say that like the only commonality is that like most of them they paint her with red hair because Lady Fire hair, but then it seems that like some of them look like other parishioners, and then some of them seem to be like trying to capture her like essence from. I imagine they'd probably have like a tapestry or like a mosaic somewhere, uh, or even like stained glass of the goddess within the temple.
Well, I'll take one of the ones that looks like fire hair. That sounds perfect.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to find one that's pretty well done and to your liking. Seems like a pretty good depiction of her. Like none of them are perfect, and some of them seem to have like their own little, like flares to them. But this one's pretty not too out there.
Yeah, hey, I got you something. Wink, wink.
Had to take a drink of water. But yeah, Ed, you.
Wait, Ed, is it just like straight up like a sex god, or is it like
No.
okay, because I feel like I'm gonna be putting up the wrong impression if I do that.
Well, okay, but no. She's general goddess of love and beauty,
Okay.
and
And passion.
sexual things happen to tend to go hand in hand with those things.
Yeah, true. That is true. I'll sit and fall asleep while while Ed paints his.
Okay. Yeah, depending on how much effort you put into yours, Ed, are you uh trying to impart the goddess's visage, or are you trying to impart Violetta's visage?
The latter.
Very well. Yeah, you're a pretty skilled artist. I'll say you take your time with it, and we'll say like no check required. You do a really, really good representation of her.
Yeah, I couldn't. I kind of tried to get the hat to work, but I think this is pretty good. Bruce, you fall asleep?
What?
Hey.
He's got like paint on the side of his face from the table. Oh, I won't. I tried to watch you paint, but then I didn't.
Mm.
Wait, you made yours look like your lady friend?
Yeah. You can see the goddess of beauty in the image of the people you love. Type
Damn, you're a
shit.
fucking poet.
Yeah. I said I was taking this shit seriously now.
I respect that. What changed?
Well, it might have been you dying.
Really?
Not specifically that. Well, maybe. I don't think that was the first time when I was thinking of asking for help to I feel like what I'm supposed to do in the spirit chases is protect everyone. And every time I fail to do that, I don't have the same voice in my head that I did before that one labyrinth where you had the mind gun. But it still gets to me.
Like your self-doubts?
Yeah. Or now at least I'm not afraid to try and ask someone how I can do better and not just be like, oh, I'm never going to be good enough or whatever. And then maybe it was also the the drink made me want to get more in touch with the other side of that.
Yeah, I respect it. I think it's pretty cool what you're doing. I mean, you've done enough for the church here. You've made some real changes.
Yeah, at some point I figured it'd be awkward if I had just like, hey, I help you set up a gym. I'm gonna just not be a part of it otherwise. So I guess yeah, it was I kind of had my foot in the door in this case.
Yeah, I can't think of a better champion for Sunni.
I appreciate that.
Not just that you're ripped and stuff, but I think um a lot of the spreading the love thing. You got that in spades. And I mean, you're doing a pretty good job protecting all of us.
Thank you.
I don't I know I died, but I did try to shove a love potion down a beholder's mouth, so
Yeah,
gonna
you're
put that
making it
one on
real.
me.
You're making it real difficult
Yeah.
for me to protect the spirit chasers when you're pulling shit like that.
Yeah, that
It'll
one's not
be
on you.
all right. Yeah.
And I think I don't know, for me, you don't need to be a meat shield. The protection you've offered me is the advice you've given me, the strength you've given me. I think that's pretty good.
Hmm.
Now I could do the dumb shit I do with it, and that's not your fault, but you've put me in a good position. I mean, even look at this. I wasn't gonna. What was I gonna do? You got me an idol. That's a pretty good idea. I was just gonna get like a I Heart New Nyanzaru shirt or something. But this is good. This is much better.
No, speaking of which, remind me, it is Christmas. Or is it Christmas? Is Christmas tomorrow or something? I gotta
Christmas Eve.
send a gift. I gotta send a gift to the folks who adopted me back in Tennessee.
Wait, you had another family?
Well, I had a last name, right? They gave me that last name.
Oh.
That was a whole thing. Because I told you all about how I fought my way out of possibly getting sold into slavery.
Right.
I wandered around for a bit, and the Brown family took me in. They were farmers in Tennessee, and they were real good to me. So, and they taught me what Christmas is. They were a good God-fearing family or whatever.
Ed is fucking Superman. I'll make sure to remind you.
Okay. Yeah, don't let me forget.
All right. I mean, we could do that on the way. I mean, you're heading out. I'm staying. So.
You're staying?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on. I was gonna rip a quick leg day, and then I will head out. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back to Bjorn's then. I'll meet you there. I really don't want to work out right now. Or ever again.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that's the right answer. I don't know if I accept that answer.
I'm already walking away.
You're lucky Gluteus and Dominus and Pectoralis Rex are not here.
The backup.
So, does anyone come back to Bjorn's?
Yeah, Bruce is heading back to Bjorn's.
I would have after I got the. Well, actually, after I got the pole collapsing. Has Wilfred said how long his family's staying here? Like, are they relying on
I
us
can
to take them back in the next 2
anytime
days?
now.
Oh, yeah, you can teleport back anytime now. Yeah. So yeah, I would have just gone back to
It's
Bjorn's.
currently winter
afterwards.
break for the college.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Semester's
Bruce-
over, dude.
Well, if Marcus was still there, I would have greeted him, given his respective card and gift.
Yeah, he'd be there, and he'd just
Yeah.
kind of look a little surprised, and
I'll let him know where he's from.
oh, that was sweet of him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get him like a belated Christmas gift. I don't know
But
if it'll
when-
make it in time.
And and as they come in, Jarvis will call them over and just begin being essentially playing Santa.
Well, why don't we wait to open them until everyone's together, and then we'll send Walter like a message or something.
Sure, bud. That's fine. I'm just handing them out.
I do
I
know.
mean, Ed and I
Aaron-
will be missing
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, so open them tonight and send him a message before you leave.
Yeah, we'll have to have one of y'all do that. But yeah,
Okay. So say Jarvis passes out your respective packages and letters. Ed finishes up his statue, rips a quick leg day.
How does Ed do leg day?
The tried and true way.
Running?
We're talking compound lifts only.
Oh boy.
Squats, deadlifts. Probably not advanced enough technology for leg press, but he knows what that looks like now.
Yeah, he does.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have the mind to install things like a Smith machine. Perhaps someone else
no
would.
Bowflex.
No, absolutely no Bowflex.
Well, you'd essentially just need to put a pulley system together and a large enough and heavy enough weights.
Yeah, someone's gonna figure that out. It's free weights in this gym.
Yeah, he's
Any
doing some
kettlebells?
kettlebell slash goblet squats, or as I like to
He's
call
got-
them, goblin squats.
Goblin's got goblin squats, got the goblet, or dumbbell Romanian deadlifts, etc., etc.
Oh God, RDL's the bane of my existence.
They're evil. They're fucked up. But you know,
I
gotta
hate,
get those
I, I
payments.
hate bent over rows.
Oh, those are the worst. Yeah, I
They
don't
make
like
me
those
feel
either.
like I can't breathe. But yeah, you rip it, you get a good pump. Them calves are on fire.
Oh, absolutely. I'll also inquire about the next orgy because you know when you're in town,
feeler out.
when you're in town, send out feelers. What's the vibe?
Yeah, there would be a
The solstice orgy.
No, he would have missed the
Christmas,
solstice
Orgy.
orgy.
The solstice is past.
no, because they usually do them on Saturdays. So it'd be Christmas night.
All right, Aaron.
So-
I can't make. I'm so sorry. I can't go back to Austin.
I thought you said you had something for Violetta.
I do.
You want me to deliver it or something?
Man, is that tacky?
Oh man, this is
Yeah.
the best conundrum I've ever heard.
God damn it! I gotta. It's my girlfriend's gift, but then I gotta go back to the temple and go to an orgy. Fuck.
Is your girlfriend okay with you going to an orgy?
Does she know?
Look. I'm sure she's fine with it. It's right. It's a religious right. Something.
You're not exclusive yet.
Right.
Oh, this is going to end badly.
No.
It
I'll
would
be
be a
honest
bad
with her
time to
about it.
scry on you.
How would that end?
Is she able to do
How would
that?
that
Maybe she is.
do?
End with
Oh my!
Interesting.
He's
He wasn't lying about that cock ring of protection.
I also
Why,
love that
why not bring
Zario.
Voiletta to the orgy?
That is an amazing idea. Do they do plus ones? I don't even remember.
I mean,
I think all are welcome.
What'd she say about Zarya?
The cursed angels watching you.
Oh, yeah. Uriel's just
Uriel, not Zario.
yeah.
Uriel's fucking
Wrong
seething. He's like,
campaign.
this is the height of depravity. What are these monsters?
I mean, Zario's
doing?
watching too, but she got popcorn.
What are these mud people doing?
And they're fucking.
Man, this puts me in a tough spot, don't it?
What is, yeah, in Supernatural.
I mean, I don't know what you got.
Mud people and monkeys.
I imagine it's just like The Sims, and Uriel's just watching all of us
High five.
from above.
Yeah, just at all times.
He's just waiting to remove the pool ladder.
Pool's closed.
Yeah, but then death has to show up again. It's a whole thing.
Then we make a baby with death.
But yeah, you have to plead for the life, and then death hangs around for a few hours. If you're successful, then you have the kid with death.
Anywho,
Okay, I am going to go back to Austin. And then tell Violetta that I decided to spend time with her instead of going to the totally awesome orgy that I was going to go to. And that would be huge for me. And then be like, unless, and then, put out feelers. I think that's the best way to go.
do whatever, man.
Holy shit.
I'm skipping the orgy for you, unless
unless
Oh,
that is the disappointing answer for you, in which case we can, I don't know, I'll pitch in the 50 gold, make Aaron send us back.
Yeah, it'd have to wait till tomorrow morning before I could send you back. But
Don't be fucking
I could do that.
ridiculous, Aaron. Don't. It's Christmas
Huh?
night.
You're gonna
Yeah,
need
tomorrow's
27
Christmas,
hours.
so yeah, you could,
Tomorrow's Christmas. Yeah.
yeah. Y'all have to get up like bright and early tomorrow because I got stuff to do later in the day, and I'll send you over here.
Amazing. Well, we'll see what he says.
Right, well, let's read what Walter sent us.
What? Walter sent us stuff?
Yeah.
Well, no,
here
I
you-
mean, no.
and here you go.
Oh. See, I was
Well, see,
Bruce.
'cause
I
if
was
we-
just
if we-
thinking about Christmas.
If we do come back to, if I am bringing you back over here tomorrow morning, we could open them as a group. But if not, then it's yeah.
Oh, does it have to be on Christmas Day?
It doesn't
Mm.
specify, but I think we should at least read the letters.
Okay.
Telling me I'm gonna have to have a present from you, and I can't open it.
Back, what did they say?
Yeah, just
yeah,
add
Beck. Yeah,
labor,
Beck.
Beck.
Yeah, Beck.
Add labor.
Improvise. Yeah, Beck. Improvise letters right now.
Yeah, I didn't. I personally did not write personalized letters for everyone.
Come on, commit.
But yeah, it'd be stuff like "Merry Christmas, sorry I'm not there." For Bruce's, it would say stuff like "Sorry I couldn't make it to your wedding. I sent you your wedding gift, and unfortunately I spent a lot of money making it, but which is
Uh-oh.
why you're not getting a Christmas gift alongside it, like everyone
Oh.
else." Aaron would be like, "Sorry you're not home with your family for Christmas, but at least you have your grandfather."
Jesus.
Oh no! Wait,
It's
no,
the phone intact.
he doesn't. Does he know about his grandfather yet? Because Walter wasn't
Mm.
there. He had left.
Well, you know,
Ah.
you know about the great
Oh
grandfather.
yeah. You still got family here with your great grandfather, Uncle Lane. And yeah, just stuff like that.
Does it say if the phone's intact?
Yes, the phone is fine.
Oh,
Okay.
this is real sweet. Now, okay. What does it say?
It would be.
I
It
like
actually would be. Ed's would be pictures, drawn pictures of.
Oh.
of
It says enjoy the
him,
orgy.
Walter, Ed, and Rita outside the bar with a guy, like, like a stereotypical after a bar fight, the guy who's like, kind of unconscious through the window.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
me tossing
Yeah,
a
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that.
Hey, that's real sweet.
Amazing.
What
Technically,
words does
Bruce
Walter
would
have?
be able to open his gift because it is his wedding.
What words does Walter have for Jarvis?
Oh God.
Are we opening the gifts yet?
I don't really care if you open it early. It's up to you guys. But
Yeah.
Bruce is fucking opening this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it. I don't remember how Christmas was supposed to work.
That's
Jarvis,
fair.
Merry Christmas, Jarvis. Hope your family's doing well, and pet Zeus for me.
Rip.
I don't know about Zeus Ball.
Sorry about Pip, but I did
Sorry, not
ask
sorry.
you not to not to use it without asking
but-
first.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry is essentially what you're saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Basically.
Sorry, not sorry. And then Marcus just goes, "Oh, that was so nice of him. He's such a sweet kid. I wonder
He's
when I'll
very-
next be able to see him." It's really heartfelt, man. There's like a whole prayer in here, and
Walter
you
is
lying,
Catholic. He's not Church of the Reckoning Catholic, but he's Catholic.
yeah.
Matt, I'll send you what Walter sent you because it has a thing.
Good thing.
Ooh.
So
And And then
Yeah.
Ed,
Me?
you have a special hammer for your tattoos.
Whoa. This for hammering in people?
Yes. Because isn't that how you do your tattoos? You hammer the.
Well, let's see. I mean,
There's
it's just like
stick and
It's like a
poke, yeah.
mallet.
it's just stick and poke. It's not you're not chiseling. You don't chisel it into people's
Oh, I completely misunderstood.
flesh.
All right, it's a special needle then for the.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be smithing metallurgy.
I do really
Uh,
like the idea of like
is Aaron opening his right now?
No,
No. Okay.
he's gonna wait till tomorrow.
What's Bruce
Is
got?
Jarvis opening his?
Well, then do Bruce first because he said he was opening.
I
his.
sent it to Bruce.
Already
He
got it.
DM'd it.
Oh, you did. Okay.
When he opens it, it's a dagger that looks very unique.
a
Nope.
very unique dagger.
Holy shit.
Wait, who has the dagger?
Bruce does.
Bruce.
Oh, cool. Is it elvish or is it handmade by?
It's dwarven, actually.
Yeah, it's dwarven.
Oh, dwarf.
I believe he made it.
I don't know. You just said fancy dagger.
Oh, he
It
said
is
he
a
made
fancy
it.
dagger. Just because it's not elvish doesn't mean it can't be fancy.
Well, I would say, is it
Yeah,
elvish?
dwarves.
Well, I was about to name off stuff, or is it Walter's personal touch?
Very much looks like it's been made by Walter.
Cool.
You
know
can
what,
see all the
Jarvis is-
love put into
Yeah,
each.
Jarvis is like, Merry Christmas, and opens up his.
It is a specially made dwarven smithing hammer.
Ooh. Is it covered in dwarven runes?
What? I fixed my headphones.
He says it covered in dwarven runes.
It's covered in dwarven writing, not runes.
That is.
Yeah, their writing is a runic
Oh yeah,
system.
very good. Yeah. It's
They have Dethic script.
yeah. It's like fuck. I need a dwarven smith saying. It'd be some dwarven smith saying. I can't think of one at the moment, but it would be that.
Well, regardless, Jarvis loves it and appreciates it, and I will add it to my inventory.
There's a really nice grip on this stick and poke needle.
It says,
Well, you'll
"By hammer in hand, all arts do stand."
Nice.
In dwarven.
Nice.
You'll have to tattoo Walter.
I absolutely will.
Walter's about to get a tattoo when he watches the fucking video.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll say Marcus opens his and
It's a Bible in French.
in French.
Incredible.
He sees it's a Bible and then he like starts going through it and he's just like yep.
It's from Quebec.
Quite the
This is Western
prankster.
Infernal.
Plus,
Western Infernal. Oh, worse than Infernal. Okay, never mind.
It's the thought that counts.
I mean, there was a very large French population in Maine at that point in time too.
Yeah, which is why Walter speaks French.
Ready? So as all of you read your Christmas letters from Walter and all but Aaron open their presents.
I told him he had to wait, so I'm gonna wait. It's only fair.
Yeah. So what was it? Ed is going with Aaron to Austin. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a pit stop. that I didn't think of earlier. Gonna teleport to Glacier Break first and try to find Lane. And if I find him, bring him along.
Okay. Sure, yeah, because I said that he's been doing stuff for the king. All right. So I'll say you roam around a little bit, ask around.
Oh, Lane would also get a Christmas card from Walter. It'd just be a card.
Very good.
It wouldn't be anything special.
And Lane still has a DM inspiration just sitting on his sheet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you roam around, you ask around, and eventually in the north towards the Noble District, but before the area that is both the king's quarters and throne room, you end up finding him, we'll say, talking to... Yeah. You'd see him talking to a couple of the members of the guard, and easily enough, I mean, he's your character. How hard would it be to convince him to come along with you?
I don't think incredibly hard because I feel like he would celebrate Christmas, and I
Beat
don't think
another
there's
sprout of my
big cele-
seed? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's big. I feel like kind of like Neanzru, probably not huge Christmas celebration in Glacier Break. So I don't think it would be very hard.
I don't know if dwarves have. I feel like they have something that's like similar to Yuletide, but yeah, definitely not the Christmas Eve now. Maybe some aspects of it, but yeah. So all right, yeah. So you convince him to come along with you. He's like, Christmas, hell yeah. And then you make your jump to Austin. And you were just going to find your grandfather?
Yeah. I'd well, no, I'd be meeting up with him tomorrow. So
Oh, okay.
I'll go to the hunters, which Lane is also able to get into because he was a hunter. And yeah, find out later if I'm taking Ed back tomorrow or not.
Okay. All right. Well, then you're effectively, I guess, going to the same place as Ed. So you three of you get to the hunters, and Ed, you
I will. Okay, I will make a pit stop and get my. I'm gonna get the wine bottle from the City of Beginnings, and I'm gonna buy some wrapping paper or like buy whatever I need to wrap it, but it's still very obviously gonna be bottle of wine shapes.
okay.
And also poorly wrapped together.
Okay.
I saw
Okay.
I saw Walter's thing was gift wrap, so I'm like, oh shit, you got to do that.
Yeah, you find some gift wrapping, and yeah, it's very. You likely would have like went into a shop where they sold it, and then they were like, "Oh, we could wrap it for you," and you're like, "Nah, I got it," and you wrapped it up, and then the clerk would have just come over and been like, "All right, well, at least let me like put like a bow tie or something on it," and
Oh,
they
okay.
managed to just put it just right so that it keeps the wrapping precariously in place.
That was real hard to do, by the way. I almost broke the wine bottle. You're real good at your job.
Thank you.
Yeah, props.
Next time, maybe just let me wrap it for you, okay?
Okay. I'll see you next Christmas.
Look forward to it.
And then I believe.
All right. So you head in to the belly of the beast. No.
Yes.
Asking your girlfriend to the orgy.
Man, Temple didn't prepare me for things like this.
So I'll say you head upstairs, and you get to the door. You go to knock. You hear raised voices coming from within, and shortly thereafter, a gruff-looking gentleman in, I believe at this point he would be, in his 40s, dressed very much like a cowboy, but not in the sense of like an actual cowboy of the times, kind of like more of an exaggerated one. So not quite to the modern degree, because that, like level of clothing isn't available, but he's being like very ostentatious about it. I'd say you were in Tennessee, and I mean, like, you've been in Texas for a while. He definitely looks kind of more like a rodeo guy,
Sure. Okay.
and he kind of just comes storming out, almost bumps into you, kind of like grumbles an apology, and then just keeps going.
Was one of the voices hers?
No, surprisingly. She's sitting behind the desk, head in her hands, just kind of like, what the fuck am I going to do kind of expression. Bennett's standing there, and you would see a third individual. He appears to be... he's dressed very much in the manner of a native. You're not quite sure of what tribe, and he has like this very thick black paint with like white streaks going down the face for face paint, but it seems like it's been there so long that it's starting to like crack in places. And she would just kind of like look up to say something to Bennett and see you, and
I'll put the gift behind my back. Is this a bad time?
no, we were just finishing. I mean,
Okay.
Bennett just kind of like looks over at you. Yeah, sorry about that. Bill's got a bit of a temper. Hope he didn't give you any grief.
No, he seemed pissed about something. I won't ask it. It don't need to be my business.
But the lore.
It-
Guys.
There's a lore. Yeah. Voiletta, it actually concerns the Spirit Chasers.
Oh.
He was arguing that I am showing you favoritism because you and I are close, and he doesn't appreciate that. Yet, as Bennett and Eden Saw here were saying, he has shown quite a lot of preferential treatment to the Bulwark.
Oh.
They are under his patronage.
Well, okay. Are they in a similar situation, or is it just
Their leader is sort of an adopted son to him.
Oh.
okay?
No, not Bennett. And
So okay.
so he decided to sponsor them, which we had originally objected to, but he insisted, and now he seems to think that my sponsorship of the Spirit Chasers is me being a hypocrite.
Oh, so he just doesn't have the right to say shit.
But it just kind of, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Well, sounds about right. We did worry about that, by the way, but it kind of made sense because mostly you were the only one we ever talked to about Hunter's business. You know?
Well, and it does make sense. Austin is my purview, and logically, I would be the one that would be more likely to take note of your achievements. So that was the logical course. In his case, the Bulwark find themselves here on occasion, though his purview is, should say his purview is Dallas. So it's a whole thing. And Bennett would just chime in. Yeah, and not to mention the fact you have spoken to me, but as chairman, I can't sponsor any of you. That would actually show favoritism and cause a little bit of a problem.
Yeah,
But,
of course not. Of course not.
You said, but Eden saw Violetta and Bill, they're all capable of sponsoring someone. And he would look over at Eden Saw, and which you still haven't decided, have you? And he just quietly shakes his head no.
Oh, we haven't met. I'm Ed. I'm in. Well, you know, Spirit Chasers. But it's nice to meet someone else in the Hunters. You know, big shots.
He would take a step over to you, just kind of almost unemotionally, not seemingly in any sort of disinterested or ill way, just kind of looks at you and holds his hand out to shake your hand.
Yeah, I hold out my hand, realizing that it's the hand that's holding the wine bottle. Oh shit! Fuck. Switch hands.
Smooth as always.
From the side. And yeah, you take his hand, and he's he's an older guy. He's got a real firm grip, and it's strange. You've fought dead things before, and they've always felt kind of, devoid of warmth. He doesn't feel like that, but his hand is like freezing cold.
Yeah, if Ed notices it, it must be cold.
Yeah.
Would it be like how Lane was to Ed? Because Lane has like Among the Dead and stuff.
Sort of, but not quite.
You know what? I can do this now. I'll pop a quick divine sense.
Okay.
Because I'm a paladin. I have not added the text of that feature, so I will just
1 plus
Find
your
and paste
charisma
it.
mod.
yeah. Luckily, I am what they call the Rizzler.
You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you, not behind total cover.
You find out Violetta is a
Tight.
celestial.
Also interested in
No,
whatever the fuck. I'm interested in whatever the fuck Bennett is. Also,
Bennett is Bennett is, how do I put that?
he's a whole situation.
Okay,
You
this
can't
guy,
you can't sense aberrations, so
this guy, this guy doesn't ping as anything. In the most bizarre way possible, Bennett seems to ping as all three.
Okay. Yeah, I almost expected that. What the fuck is that guy? What about what's his name? Eden Saw.
Eden saw, yeah, he doesn't ping as anything. Bennett weirdly pings as all three.
Okay, great.
Violetta doesn't ping as anything either. Actually, because I think I said that she had some divine soul.
She's divine soul. Maybe she got a little,
It did be like a little glimmer.
something in there. Okay.
she's been touched by the hand of God.
That means something entirely different in the 1800s.
Okay. Release grip.
Yeah,
Okay,
he would play script.
well met.
He would give you a nod, turn to the others, and also sort of each give them a nod, and then just walk out of the room. And then Bennett. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's usually how that goes with him. I'll get out of you guys' hair. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Bill will get over it. I'm not going to prevent your approval. If anything comes up, I'll deal with it.
All right. I'll let the gang know, just so they are aware.
All right. And he'll head out as well.
Yeah, whatever made him think that I'd want to speak with you alone. Or whatever. Anyway, I got you a gift because it's Christmas.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So Merry Christmas. You can probably tell it's wine. I swear it happens to keep falling into my hand. Oh, I did get you something else. That's right. I'll pull out the statuette that I painted.
Oh. That's. She just kind of like comes over and looks at it. And, wow, you are. That is, and she like walks over to like a little like vanity mirror and is like looking at herself and looking. You did that from memory.
I guess I did.
I mean, it's not like you have a picture of her, right?
Yeah.
That is. Thank you. That's really sweet. Also, I don't mind about the wine, but it is kind of funny that it has been every time, but it hasn't been unpleasant. I mean, we had our little situation with the magic one, but honestly, that was memorable, but in a good way.
Yeah, I'm real glad nobody actually died. That could have killed people, maybe. That could have been real tragic.
Possibly.
But you'll think this is real neat. This wine does not exist, or it only ever existed in a world. It's not like the past, because the past is just the past. It's like if the past was different and we went there and then came back. Does that make sense?
Not exactly.
No, I don't really remember how it worked, but it's pretty good wine. It's pretty good.
You're saying you went back in time and found the wine?
We went, yes, we went back in time, but I don't actually know if that time is the same time that was what had happened. Because you know how like Aaron's from the future, and he
Oh, she does not know that.
does she not know that?
She does now.
She does now.
Aaron's from the future?
Oh, you didn't know that? Anyway, he's kind of from the future.
Should kind of explain some things.
Yeah, like the clothes and the weird references to things. Um,
Very specific
Anyway.
references no one gets.
Talked to him enough to notice the references, but the clothing, yes, did stand out.
yeah, so he if he's from the future, then he went to the past, but he couldn't have, in his past he wasn't born because it's like 100 years or some shit. So it's like if you went back in time, but you went to a different back in time.
I think I understand to a degree. I had heard a rumor that some people that found themselves reckoned here were from other time periods.
Yeah, I didn't think it would happen to me though. Anyway, I don't think that wine exists.
Well, then that should make it quite rare.
Yeah. Anyway, another thing I wanted to tell you
Uh-oh.
is that I just want you to know
My religion
that
has a big event coming up.
I I have recently. So this figurine is a, because it ain't like I didn't carve this to look like you. You don't. Your hair ain't that long. This is a figurine in the image of Suni, who you might have heard of. I don't know if you know about her.
I'm vaguely familiar.
She like a goddess of love and beauty and stuff.
Oh,
And
okay.
and there was a time when we spent a lot of time in New Nianzuru, and they got a temple. And at one point I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll join the temple. Why not? And so I did. And then I said, you know what this temple needs? A gym, because people want to work out to look good and stuff. And so I did that. Well, I guess I didn't just do it. I kind of helped organize it. And then, where am I going with this? I've started taking it more seriously. The kind of like how you have your divine thing going on, but maybe not the same.
Right.
And also, the temple occasionally has orgies.
Oh,
And I just, we're at the point in our relationship where you can be honest with each other. I have gone to one, but it was weeks ago. I think before we ever started anything, but that's neither here nor there. There was going to be one tomorrow, but I have decided that I would like to stay with you today and tomorrow instead.
I see. Um, Wow. Okay. I got to take a second to process that.
So yeah, it's a lot. I know.
Unless.
Well, now I want to make a little insight moment to see how she feels about to see if I can
Yeah.
see if I can assess anything immediately.
Sure. Go ahead. Make it.
Why am I trying to insight a sorcerer or bard, dude?
Oh, I didn't scroll down. I'm stupid.
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
Okay. Uh, she's vexed. Like like you're explaining one thing, and then it led into this, and she definitely just seemed to be processing it. There's not like any anger or disgust. There's definitely surprise. Some confusion. Yeah, she's just kind of like going through a whirlwind of a couple different things here. And after like a good couple minutes of her just kind of like seemingly thinking things over, she's just like, okay,
Passive orgy inside. Actually, Bean, in that D&D sex source book, is there a paladin subclass?
Oh Jesus!
oh my god,
I mean, I'm sure there is.
there really is an oath of the freak. So
New incognito window.
Sigh. Opens up incognito.
I want to phrase this the right way here.
Mhm.
I respect your worship of your deity. And I appreciate you not going to the orgy. I don't want to be like controlling here or anything like that, but
Mhm.
if you and I continue to pursue what we have, will you still want to be participating in that event in the future, or is that something that you would no longer be doing?
That that depends on you. That is your like. I am being open with you here so that we can establish a boundary.
Okay.
I don't want to be like, oh well, fucking whatever. I'm just gonna go do these orgies if that's something you're not okay with. Because
That's-
honestly, yeah, I care more about you. It's just it's just an orgy. It's not. It's saying no is not gonna estrange me from the temple or something. I'm not worried about none of that.
Right.
I hope you weren't actually worried about that.
No. I didn't think it sounded like an extracurricular. Although then again, I don't know a
Sure.
particular lot about that goddess. Maybe it isn't.
Oh, if that were the kind of temple I joined, I'd have like walked in here wearing a harness or some shit. I don't know.
I'm a bit more traditional. I would prefer if you did not partake in orgies anymore, so long as you and I are together.
Thank you for being open with me about that. I will not go to those orgies.
Okay. That was. Wow. Okay. Bless you.
that was something.
It was a cough. I couldn't mute in time. Sorry.
It's all good. Sounded like you died. I was just like, whoa.
I might as well have.
Yeah, she takes like a second more to just kind of like collect her thoughts, and then she's like, okay,
The +1 to AC and saving throws is non-negotiable.
yeah, fuck, forgot what I was gonna say now. Sorry. Yeah. So she'll All right. Well, that was very insightful. I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I knew it was going to be awkward. So I figured just be clear with each other.
Yes. No, and that's good. Honesty is a foundational trait to any relationship. But so to dispel any awkwardness for the time being, I did actually get you something.
Oh,
Yes. Just one moment. And she will go over to her desk and just start kind of like going through drawers and lifting papers and stuff. And no, that's not where did I put it? And she would eventually come over with. Yeah, I'm trying to think how I want to. Give me 1 second. I gotta check something here. I'll make sure I'm thinking of the right thing.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I turn in?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have to ask. You just go.
It's all
Be
good, man.
respectful, man.
Yeah, but you're all good, man. Have a good night.
Good.
Where the fuck did I put this? Yeah, okay. Found it. She would give you a little sort of like the same sort of width and height of like a ring box, but like twice the length. Like gift wrapped. Well, not really gift wrapped, just kind of as like a little, like cross bow tie type deal. She'd hand it over to you. A little box.
wow! Thank you. am I supposed to open this tomorrow? So Walter got me a present. I opened it today, but then Aaron said I'm gonna open mine tomorrow morning. What are you supposed to do again?
You're supposed to open it Christmas morning, but if you would like to, you can open it now, since I technically already know what my gift is.
Right. Yes,
Oh.
that makes sense. I will open the gift.
Alrighty. So inside, you would see small little yeah, it'd be a golden key, and in the place of where the so like one of those like older style keys, and in the place like where like the ring is at the end of the key to like hold it to turn it, there's like a little jade carving of what seems to be like a skull. And instead of like the usual like teeth, there's like an upper layer of like kind of like wavy teeth on top, and then like a few little ones that poke down on the bottom way. She goes, that is a skeleton key. They work 3 times and then disappear. Supposedly, as long as nothing is locked with magic, you can unlock any lock.
Well,
Figured it might help you out. You know, you delve into a fair bit of dungeons, and sometimes you might find something locked and you don't quite know how to get it open, or anything of the sort. Treasure chest, door.
treasure chest. Yeah. Damn, this is neat. Yeah, I'll tell the guys about this. They'll love this. Oh, thank you. I'll give her a big hug.
She hug you back.
Okay, I'll be around tomorrow. Could try out that wine if you want.
Yes, that
Or
sounds
something.
delightful. Tomorrow morning, I'm technically off. I do have to stop by. I've kind of been corralled into attending Christmas morning mass with Bennett. He has some business he needs to discuss with the bishop, and I'm there to kind of smooth things over. But after that, I'm free.
Day drinking it is.
After that meeting, I likely will very much be in the mood too.
Excellent. All right. I will see you then. Good night, Violetta.
Right. Right.
I'll leave.
Alrighty.
Wipe the sweat coating my bald head. Holy shit. Ugh.
No more orgies for Ed.
No more orgies.
So Ed, am I taking you back in the morning?
No, you are not.
I pass him a drink.
It's fine. No, really, it's fine.
Good.
And let me tell you, you thought Bennett was a fucking crazy weird guy. he's crazier and weirder than I thought.
How so?
Suni doesn't know what to make of him.
What do you mean?
I asked her, I was like, what's this guy's deal? And she was like, I don't know.
Like, she couldn't vibe check him, or
Yeah.
yeah.
I kind of felt like she was like, oh, he's got a lot going on. And I was like,
He-
yep,
Seems like a complicated guy.
he's a complicated guy. He's got layers.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's on our good side. Or we're on his good side.
So you gonna hang out here then?
Yeah, I'll hang out another day, and then I'll get the souvenir. I guess I'll get the souvenir from here. I was going to buy a New Neanderthal souvenir because the Austin souvenir isn't as cool. Do you think if I send them something on Christmas Day that it's fine?
I mean, I think if you send it today, you might be able to overnight it or something.
Hmm.
I mean, it's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. Could you write me a letter? I can't write. They don't understand giant.
Yeah, I can write it for you.
Okay.
Also, because I forgot earlier, isn't Ed the one that has the necklace currently? Since Walter left.
Elaine's necklace?
Yeah. Or did
Oh,
Walter take it with him?
Oh.
I never noted that I had it, so I don't think I do.
Okay.
I think if I did, I would know.
I think Walter definitely passed it off, I believe.
Yeah, I thought he had passed it to Ed, but I don't know who else it would have been to.
Might have been to Bruce.
I was just gonna say if it was Ed, that Lane would have said something. But
Let me see. Did I write anything down?
Was it Marcus?
No, I still have Lane's necklace. Fuck.
okay. Okay.
This is fine. It's fine.
I mean, Lane can get it back anytime he wants. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'll take a box. I'll put 5 platinum in the box.
You trying to get them robbed?
It's the Cobalt Caravan. Okay.
No one's full enough to rob the Cobalt
Well,
Caravan.
no, like if the town hears that they're fucking rich now, they might get broken and entered.
Yeah, but then
Right
whoever did that would have to.
here in the
No
heart
one
of
did-
Austin?
No, in Tennessee.
No, he's talking about the family in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
That is not.
I feel like anyone in that town remembers Ed, and they wouldn't want to cross the family that he likes.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like that man will literally crush me.
He
Pinch
he
my
may have
head
been gone
off.
for a year now, but he would be back here in a heartbeat and destroy me.
And he'd pinch your head, dude.
I heard
What
he
did I
did it to a
say?
devil too.
To the Brown family. It's been a while since I've reached out because I can't read. So I asked my friend Aaron to write you a letter. And here you can like write in. You can say hi or something. And then after you
Alright.
do that, you can write I hope things are great back in Tennessee. I am a big time adventurer now, and I'm doing all kinds of heroic shit. Nope, scratch that. Say stuff.
I have to literally scratch through it. This is with a quill and ink.
Yeah.
I'll write a second one. After we do this.
Okay. Um. Tell Susie that I'm proud of her, and that I hope she's learned to read, because I still can't. And send Rose and Simon your best. Love, and then I'll sign my name. You get all that?
Uh, I think I'm not a fast typer.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I'll pull out a second piece of paper and do it with the edit.
Okay. And then I will send that out to the Cobalt Caravan. Send this to Jeremiah Brown in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Okay. When I say I charge Jarvis because it's the actual other side, but Tennessee's closer. 15 gold.
15 gold. Done
Yeah.
and done.
Well, that's 15 if you're express shipping it.
I should probably express ship it.
Okay. So yeah, 15. Alrighty. And you know what? Yeah, as you guys are finishing up your Christmas Eve, we'll pick up next time Christmas Day.
Beautiful.